What's going on, everybody? This your boy Isaiah, coming to you again from Bucco's Locker. Subscribe, like, comment, share on all my videos.
What's going on, everybody?
Make sure you hit the notification bell icon to notify you on all new videos.
Subscribe, like, comment, share on all my videos
that's posted on this channel. So, how's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Everybody good? The volume too high? All right. Okay. How the volume sound now? The volume down a little bit. Am I good? Am I good? Is the volume down enough for y'all? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. How's everybody day been? I see everybody popping up in the chat room. I see what's going on here. I see you, man. I see you. That's what we got going on here, man. Y'all ready for Sunday? Hit that like button. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. Y'all already know what time it is. Hit the like button. Plays no games. Take over. Sunday. What's up, Savage, man? One of my shooters. It's about to go down Sunday. So I felt like to address some of y'all tonight. I'm gonna do a little something different. I'm gonna do a little something different. Something a little different I haven't tried yet. I'm gonna let the chat room fill up a little bit. We're gonna talk a little bit. We're definitely gonna have some conversation. We definitely gonna have a little conversation about what's going on. So everybody good, right? Let's fill this chat room up. It's starting to get a little bit, I see it. So I got a little surprise for you guys. I'm gonna pick out a few people in the chat room that want to join me in Google Hangouts. So what I need you to do is send me your email address in the chat room. And I'm going to send the link to the Google chat so you can join me in Google chat and we can talk some bucks. So who wants to join me in the Google chat room? I'll send you the link if you send me your email address. I need 5 people. 5 people. Can I get 5 people? Five people that want to join me in the chat room. You know what I'm saying? Send me your email address. firethecannons813@gmail.com. I'm going to get your information. I'm going to send you the link to the chat room. And we get to talking. Yeah. Whoever's in the chat room, send me your email address. Send me your email address at firethecannons813@gmail.com. Don't put your email address in the chat. You don't want everybody taking your email address. Send it to me through my email address, the Bucco's Locker email address, firethecannons813@gmail.com. Y'all got that? I'm gonna type it in the chat room. I'm gonna do a little something different. I'm doing something different tonight. I want to try something different. I gotta have one of my shooters in there. Savage, man, I see you, man. I see you. We're gonna get it popping, man. One of my shooters. Send it to my email address. Don't put it in the chat room. You don't want everybody having your email address. So we got one so far. We got Savage Man. Savage Man, did you get the link? I just sent it to you. We're doing something different tonight, folks. A little something different. I want to hear y'all opinions on the game. Give y'all a chance to talk. Savage Man, did you get it? Waiting on Savage Man here. Let's see what he got. All right, Keith. I see you, Keith. Wade Martin. I'm just gonna pick a few people. That's all. I'm just gonna pick a few people. Just gonna pick a few people so we can talk a little bit. Talk about the game. Let y'all talk. Let y'all have the platform for a little bit. I'm gonna sit back and listen to y'all. Oh, I'm sorry. I sent y'all the wrong stuff. My bad. I got it. My bad, Savage Man. I got you. I'm gonna fix that real quick. I sent y'all the link to the chat, not not to the Google Hangout. I got you. All right, Savage Man. My bad. I sent y'all a link to the stream. My bad. I got y'all. I got it. My bad. Something a little different. I'm gonna try a little something different. Like the video too. Savage Man, Keith, did you get it? We're doing something fun. We're gonna do a little. We're gonna rotate people out. We're gonna rotate people in and out. I'm not gonna make the chat. I'm not gonna make the Google Hangout to a lot of people at one time. I just want to keep a little bit at a time, and I rotate people out the chat. So just give me some bear with me. Bear with me. Pick out a couple people. We talk. Then we rotate people out. I'm gonna do a little something different. Someone, Savage Man, Keith, and Wade. First three up. We got one. Who am I speaking to? Hello. Who in the chat room? Can you hear me, Savage Man? Savage Man, can you hear me? You got to speak up, buddy. Can you talk? What's going on, Keith? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, sir, indeed. We got Keith.
Yes,
Dudes over here.
How y'all
I'm
doing?
waiting on Savage Man. I don't know what's going on with Savage Man. Hold on a second. Let me get Savage Man right. I'm trying to get him right.
Yo, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you, Savage, man. We good, man. We good. I'm waiting on So I'm waiting on Wade Martin. Wade Martin, where you at? Wade, you trying to get in the chat too, Wade? I see you in the chat room, but did you join the link out? So I picked the first three people, so you know that was the first three people. So we finna do a little talk. I'm gonna let y'all have a little platform here and let y'all speak your mind on about the game this Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So
that's fine with me. That's fine with me.
That you good with that, Savage man?
Yes, I'm good with that. That's good.
All right. So if Wade don't join, I'm gonna pick somebody else. So if you're gonna join, man, you need to join or somebody gonna take your spot. I'm gonna give you about another minute. If you don't join, Wade Martin, if you don't join, I'm gonna move on to the next person.
Go to your email, hit the link, download the app.
All you gotta do is click it, get in the email, click the link. That's all you gotta do.
If you gotta download the app, go ahead.
You probably gotta download it. He probably gotta download it. Where he going, man? What he doing?
I don't know. It's taking too long. He needs to come home.
He said it's not working. Someone else can join. Sorry. Okay. Well, wait. Man. We'll get to the next person. Jarvis, Zach. You up next. So, man, we're gonna start with Savage Man. You hear me?
Yes.
So, give me your thoughts about this Sunday's game at Ray J.
Well, I think we can win the game. Honestly, I think it's a winnable game. We beat them once. I think we can do it again. We beat them last year at home, so I don't think there should be a reason why we can't win.
Okay, so now you saying you think we should win? Do you have faith that we gonna win? Or you thinking that you got some doubt in there somewhere?
If our defense plays how it's been playing, and then we take care of the ball on offense, I think we have a good chance to win.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Now, Keith. Now you there every Sunday.
Yeah.
You don't miss a home game. Now you see this up. You see it up and close every Sunday.
Yes.
What is the problem? What is the problem, man? What is the problem?
Dirk.
Now, hold on now. Now we all got problems with Dirk. Is it just Dirk? Is it the players?
No, it's not the players. It's not because like what they do on kickoff, you know what I'm saying, when the game first start, players whenever they do the touch by players run around the field and hype the crowd up. Crowd gets loud and hype. Now when it come down to the Dirk situation, it's boo Dirk. Dirk, you need to be fired. Boo the ref. Todd, you need to go. Like you just got to hear it in the stadium. You got to hear it. They do not like Dirk. They want Dirk gone.
So let me ask you this then. Is it a foregone conclusion he's fired?
I feel like he is because the fans, like, he's not selling out any seats.
No matter what he do, if he go 9-7, he gone.
He's fired. He's fired. He is absolutely fired. The home game we had, our first home game for the Philadelphia game, the stadium was sold out. The Pittsburgh game on Monday night, the stadium was sold out. After that, it just went downhill.
That bad. Now, Savage Man. Now, do you agree with Keith?
Yes, I agree. I remember last year, we said that Mike Smith was gonna fix his mistakes. We said that he was gonna whatever he did last season, this season he was gonna fix, but it ended up being the same thing. So.
Well, I mean, like, you got to think about it too. Now, coming into the season with Dirk, it was high expectations. Now, obviously, he hasn't met him. Now, I think one of the problems is he let Mike Smith. He gave him too much leeway. He should have been fired in the offseason.
Right.
Now, I don't know
how Mike Smith period.
Exactly. Now, let me ask y'all this. Let me ask Keith and Savage Man. So, if it's a foregone conclusion that Dirk is fired, who do you think should be a coach, the head coach of the Bucks?
That's a hard one for me.
Yeah,
it's a lot of good coaches that's out there. You got Mike McCarthy, you got Todd Haley, who was the offensive coordinator for the Steelers for all them years and won a Super Bowl. You got Bruce Arians, Hugh Jackson. It's a lot of them that's out there. And you got to think about it. Urban Meyer finna retire from Ohio State too. So he might want to come to the NFL.
That is true.
Then Jim Harbaugh from Michigan, he might want to come back to the NFL because he can't beat Ohio State.
0-4 since he been there. 0-4.
Exactly.
Now,
So,
I would say this now. Whoever we hire, I don't think we need to focus on offense.
Defense.
I mean, if we had a halfway decent defense, we'll probably be 8-3.
8-4. I think
8-4. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we got another one. What's up, Mr. Buccaneer?
What's up?
My come out with the helmet and all.
This boy got the helmet and everything.
Woo! Yo, you ready for Sunday?
Fam, like this how you feel?
Yep. I'm confident.
I got my football in my hand.
Panthers game just to go watch them.
Okay. I see you, Mr. Buccaneer, man. You are a real Buccaneer now. I ain't never seen this. It's all different. It's all new, and you got another helmet.
Yep.
Now, you in the chat room now. You got to speak your mind. You got to speak your mind about the team. Now, what do you think about the Bucs versus Saints Sunday?
Well, I think our best bet is with Winston so far. I think the defense just needs to play good. Vita Vea needs to put pressure on the quarterback. And that's my thoughts.
Y'all agree with that?
I've been in a lot of Saints chats on YouTube. The Saints fans are nervous. They are nervous because they injured on their offensive line, and the only 3 weapons they got is Mike Thomas, Mark Ingram, and Alvin Kamara. Everybody else, there are no help to them. So if you can take at least 2 of the 3 out the game, we have a chance of winning.
Right.
At least 2 of the 3. So like me personally, what I would do, I'm gonna piggyback off of what you said the other day. I would put Andrew Adams on Alvin Kamara the whole game, even if he on the bench, stand next to him on the bench.
Right.
I honestly would not care. I would put a safety or a corner on Alvin Kamara because the linebackers are too slow to keep up with him.
That is true. I said that in one of my videos. Now Savage Man.
Yes,
Savage,
what Monday? In your video Monday.
Let me ask Savage Man this. With Alvin Kamara being a big part of the Saints offense, can he be the sole reason that we lose the game?
Can he be like the reason if I'm going off like touchdowns?
Well, I'm saying because remember we had problems with Christian. What we got? Travis. We got Travis in the building.
Hey, Travis, send me that link,
baby.
For all of y'all niggas thinking I was not part of Bucko's locker, fix your damn face. Fix your fucking face.
Hey, I'm happy to see you, Travis. I'm happy to see you. I see a video from you every now and then.
I seen a lot of y'all dudes talking trash in the chat about me. I'm still part of Bucko's locker. It's a partnership, motherfucker. Bucko's game.
You need to show your face more often.
You see? I'm a dad now. Say what's up. Say what's up. You see what I'm repping? All day, every day. Y'all niggas think it's a game? Me and Isaiah ain't beefing. Me and Isaiah are partners.
Okay.
Isaiah's not a boss. I'm not a boss. We are partnership. It's about communication. But fuck all that. We taking to the Saints on Sunday. Sweet season, nigga.
Yeah. And another thing too. The Saints fans that on YouTube, they scared because the Saints can't beat Tampa and Tampa Bay. They can't beat Tampa and Raymond James. They can't. They can't do it. They haven't done it in years.
No.
Yeah, that's true.
Can't do it. So they nervous. So we might wind up sweeping the Saints this year.
For real. And that'll be big for us because
yes.
The record right now, straight up. And then Jameis is better with the visor, and we just got to do the same shit.
Damn Michael Jackson glove on.
Man, I talked to Mr. Buccaneer. What up? I see you made the chat, bro. I see you made the chat, man.
Yeah, thanks for taking me over here, man. I was kind of confused. This is my first time using this.
Yeah, man. I understand. It's been a while since I've been on this myself, so I'm happy to see you made it.
I figure I'd bring you into the room so everybody can see you, man. Travis, I figure I'd do that.
Yeah. I've been on hiatus because I've been doing my thing, but I've been checking it out. I've been tweeting. I've been doing things on the Facebook page. I'm still chiming in.
Now, let me ask you this question. Let me get your thoughts on this coming game Sunday against the Saints. What's your thoughts on that?
Oh, man. This upcoming game is huge, man. We're playing the Saints. What you mean? It's a rivalry game. It's big. We just stomped on the Panthers. Offense was questionable, but we split with the Panthers. It's huge as well. The playoffs are still in reach.
Yes.
I don't care what anybody.
Yes,
the NFC is weak, and we got a streak going on right now. And we got
they're all down and hurt.
The Ravens, Falcons again, and the Falcons are trash.
Got the Cowboys too, man.
And the Cowboys are trash. It's very possible, but it just depends on how Seattle does, how Minnesota does. It's still possible though.
You got to think about it like this too. Minnesota lost. The Redskins lost. Who else lost in the NFC? It's a lot of teams that lost the NFC that was supposed to be playoff contentions. So we still got an opportunity to get in. We just got to win out.
Now you got people. Now there's people in the Bucks community believe that we won't win the game Sunday because of Dirk and Jameis and no running game and no bad offensive line play and all these factors. Now Saints is a high level team. They're a heavyweight team.
Yeah.
You know, remember now we beat them the first game of the season and they won 10 straight.
Yeah, until they lost to them sorry ass Cowboys.
They lost to the Cowboys. Yeah.
And then, like the only thing that's really suspect about me in the game is our run game. That's about it. And the Saints got the #1 run defense. That's about it. That's it. Everything else, I'm all for it. We can torch them in the passing game with Jameis Winston back there. 400. I don't care. Put up 5. We don't run the ball. Okay, cool. Just torch them in that passing game with no turnovers.
Well, that's their secondary is so bad, so everybody knows the ball. They don't have to that much.
That's true. I mean, I would say it like this. Even though the Saints got the #1 run defense or top 5 run defense, we don't run the ball, so it really don't matter.
Yeah.
No. The running game is suspect. It's been suspect all year. So I know Greg likes to mix it up to throw him off a little bit, but we just got to attack that secondary because it's weak like we did the first game. And then if Jameis can do a bootleg and run out to get a first down, and you see what the
Cowboys run regardless. Jameis gonna run regardless.
He'll run. And then just
gonna run regardless.
We got it.
Like me personally, what I would do, because Eli Apple is their weakest link in their defense, in their secondary. I would put Chris Godwin on whatever and torch Eli Apple with Chris Godwin.
Yes, yeah. Nice.
I would move Mike Evans around and make sure he matched up with Eli Apple and torch Eli Apple the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
I would literally pick on Eli Apple the whole game. That's it. Because he's the weakest link in their defense, in their secondary.
Yep.
Well, that Savage Man, you was about to say something. Savage Man, you was about to say something.
Yeah, you saw what the Cowboys rookie receiver did to Eli Apple last game. I think he had like 100 yards.
Oh yeah, Eli Apple had a bad game. He had he had a couple pass interferences, holdings, and he got caught on a lot. So he's a very, very weak cornerback. The Giants. Now remember, he was a first-round pick, and at the time there was talks that the Bucks was going to maybe draft him when he came out a couple years ago. So luckily, we got Vernon Hargreaves. But see, he went before Vernon.
I wouldn't say luckily, but I mean,
me personally, I take Vernon over Eli Apple any day. I would.
That's a no-brainer.
We didn't let Vernon go, but I mean, what has he done for us lately? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's done good in the Saints game. Like, he did pretty good.
Apple is.
But
but the Giants don't know what they're doing anyway. They riding OBJ's talent.
That's it.
Well, you got to think about it too. And the reason why the Saints picked up Eli Apple because they're making the Super Bowl push. They got their chips all in. Their chips are all in. So this Sunday game, this is a revenge game for them. They coming at our necks hard. They're not even gonna play with us. They're gonna try to put up 50.
We're not only
apparently
coming off of a loss too, so they're gonna be butthurt coming off of a loss.
Yeah, apparently Brandon Marshall's supposed to be playing too. Apparently Brandon Marshall's supposed to be playing.
Who?
I don't know who that is, man.
Who?
Washed up ass Brandon Marshall.
Thanks, my dude. That's all I'm saying. We just got to shut down Michael Thomas and contain Alvin Kamara
and make him go force the ball somewhere else.
Now, Mr. Buccaneer. Now you hear all this talk. Now you over there being a little quiet about this game. Now you got a little doubt over there. Something going on, man. What's up? Speak your mind.
It's just I I don't know, man. Drew Brees, he's a little scary to think about. I mean, in my opinion.
You think he's scary?
I mean, what if it's like a shootout game and then we end up losing because something stupid happens or like Winston's under pressure and gets a pick?
Now wait a minute. Now you said what if it's a shootout game? Didn't we just win a shootout game with them at the beginning of the season?
Well, but it's scary to think about it because Drew Brees could win those shootouts.
Yeah, but he didn't win him the first game. He damn sure didn't win that one. Like I said, the Saints can't beat us in Tampa. They can't do it. They cannot do it.
Yeah, you're right.
Big difference between the first game and this game, and his name is Mike Smith.
Yes.
Yep. Duffner's doing a lot better.
Remember that halftime score? Remember that halftime score in the second half? I don't know what happened in the defense. They got too soft.
Yeah.
I can agree with that. I mean, I remember now, I was at the game. It was 48-24. We was winning in the third quarter. And all of a sudden, in the fourth quarter, the Saints made a push, and the Bucs didn't do nothing in the fourth quarter. And I'm like, you can't do that against Drew Brees. You got to keep the pedal to the metal.
Ran that same simple ass cover.
Well, now mind you, we see this every Sunday in a lot of football games. Teams get a lead, and they want to sit on it. Prevent defense, everybody hates it.
We can't play prevent. We can't do that. We cannot do it. You can't do that against Drew Brees. We got to literally put some pressure on Drew Brees. We got to.
What the Cowboys did, and I hope Mark Duffner took his notes and was like, "This is what we got to do."
I mean,
I'm gonna give you one more person who's gonna make a big difference in that game too, and we didn't have him in the first game. But what? Two people not Ryan Nassif and JPP.
Oh, Ryan Nassif. Okay, I thought it was Carl, but
Ryan Nassif, Ryan, whatever his name is. Nassif and JPP, they was not there the first game. They didn't play. They wasn't there. Them two, and that's our pass rush right there. And then Vita started to show up a little bit too. So if we can get there and get some pressure on him and rattle him up a little bit, Drew Brees gonna fold. Like Peyton Manning. He's just like Peyton Manning. He rattled his chain, rattled his cage a little bit. He start folding. He'll start dropping to the ground when the pressure comes instead of moving around in the pocket.
Yep, that's exactly it.
We got to put pressure on Drew Brees. That's how Dallas beat him. They put pressure on him.
Now, let me ask Travis this. Travis, who will be the unsung hero? Who could possibly be the unsung hero in this game out the blue? Like you wouldn't expect it.
Overall?
Yeah, overall in the game for the Bucs. Who can be a key person that can put us over this hump?
Man, it has to be somebody in secondary, bro. I can't say a person just yet because I don't want to ride the Andrew Adams way just yet because he had one. But you got to think about it. You got to think about it. With all those weapons at receiver, somebody has to get shut down so we can get pressure on Breeze. So I think I have to say secondary as an entire unit has to come together so that pressure can get there. Because individual Drew Brees, man, it takes more than one to stop Drew Brees. That's all I got to say. To be honest, man.
Well, let me ask you this then. So you don't think Jameis, because the big talk is about Jameis, right? Or for the team. He's like the overbearing conversation. Do you think Jameis will have a good game against the New Orleans Saints, riding his wave he riding right now, not turning the ball over, making right decisions, avoiding sacks, making the right check downs, right reads? What do y'all think about that?
Jameis gonna show his ass on Sunday.
I think if the line actually wants to block him, then I think he'll have a good game. You see, everybody has to play their part. If something goes wrong, then the whole team just shuts down.
That is true.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. If Jameis can keep up what he's doing for the last two games, we will win this game in nice, orderly fashion. Because as Jameis step up, to me, the defense is stepping up too as well.
The defense has done its job for the most part, but when the defense gets too much time on the field, they're gonna wear out.
Okay, well, Savage man, what do you think?
Well, I think, like I said earlier, as long as we don't turn over the ball and we get turnovers, we can win. And every time we go down the field, at least a field goal.
What we really gotta utilize the red zone. I said our red zone offense is the biggest help, and that's where Cameron Braid and Adam Humphries and all them come in. Them unsung heroes on offense. They need to come in there because I swear we get to the red zone, then we don't know what to do. And I mean, throws it to his main guy being Britt or Humphreys. Because as Isaiah pointed out, Mike Evans, he gets physical with receivers, and the referees don't like him. They like to call push off on him.
Yeah.
But I mean, so
Jameis got to spread that ball around. He got to spread it around because they ain't gonna. Once you start spreading the ball around to everybody, they ain't gonna know who to cover and who to double cover. And this person might get the ball. You can't just keep throwing it that Mike Evans or Adam Humphreys or whatever. You got to multiple people got to touch the ball. That goes for Peyton Barber coming out the backfield too. He got to touch the ball too in that passing game. Everybody got to touch the ball in that passing game, not just 2 or 3 people. Everybody.
Well, we have the weapons to spread it out. That's the thing of our offense. We have the weapons, but the playbook has to open up early. We can't wait till we were behind to open up the playbook and play catch up. We got to do it early like we did the first game, where every possession we're keeping Drew Brees off the field and we're getting downfield and striking.
Yeah. Like me, man, I even though I don't like him, I can't stand him. But this human bowling ball we got, Jacquizz Rodgers, get him the ball too out the passing game. Get him the ball too. Huh?
I said, you hate Quiz, man?
I don't like that man for nothing. Absolutely nothing. Like he just
put Jones in there.
Ball, man. Get down the field.
Protege, man. That's Dirk Cutter's protege.
Put Rojo in there.
That man's a human bowling ball.
Rojo needs touches though. He's been running a little scared, but he needs touches.
Give him some touches too. I don't spread that ball around and keep our defense off the field.
That's
how we won Sunday.
All that sounds good. You know, getting the ball to Peyton Barber and Dirk's favorite best friend, Jacquizz Rodgers, his new best friend, and Rojo. The problem is the line is too inconsistent.
It is.
That's where Jameis' feet come in. Do the same thing.
I would say this: if we trying to get the TOP, the time of possession, dominate that, we got to run the ball to keep Drew Brees on the field because the Dallas Cowboys got Ezekiel Elliott, and they was able to run the ball 23 times with him, and keep the ball away from the Saints, keep them on the sideline, and we don't have the line or the strength to do that up front.
We need to execute and, you know, on every play, just like how we saw on Sunday, you know, when Levante tried to catch that ball, went up in the air, and who was it? Adams picked it off. Everybody's got to play on the ball and, you know, chase the ball.
Tackle every gang.
You got to wrap up.
Gang tackle. I don't care. Like where the ball go, that's where we need to go at.
I swear, our tackling is so trash, man. We need a new tackling instructor, bro. I swear. We be getting there, but they just be slipping.
They go head first right into their to the chest pad. And they expect them to go down.
Isaiah, you never said who your unsung hero who would be. I don't know if I didn't catch that or not.
See, now you get to hear my point as far as the unsung hero of this game. I'm telling y'all, and we've been having problems with this all season long. Santos.
Man,
there you go.
I'm trying to tell y'all. Not the Jameis Winston factor, not the O-line factor, not the Rojo and the Peyton Barber and the Mike Evans. Santos got to have a solid game kicking that field goals and extra points. Because we're going to score the ball. We're going to score. We're going to score. We cannot leave no points on the board.
Santos been coming through. You've been coming through.
To see if he's legit or not, because this game is huge.
And now we're gonna find out, when pressure happens, pressure busts pipes. You know what I'm saying? So Santos has been playing, a couple weeks now, the 49ers, the Panthers, no pressure really. Like if we win this game, we go 6-7. We are not mathematically eliminated yet. So this is a huge game. A huge game. We cannot leave. You know how many games we lost this season leaving points on the board?
Yeah.
Pittsburgh game.
Atlanta.
Pittsburgh cheaters.
Atlanta.
The Bengals.
The first Carolina game.
Over and over again. It's the repetitive same old stuff with the special teams. We got one of the worst special team units in the NFL.
Yep.
Probably NFL history.
We've always had the worst special teams. You know how long it took to get a kick return back in NFL history? We're the last team to do it.
It was Carl the Truth Smith, wasn't it?
Who?
Or it was Carl the Truth Smith. I mean, or was it Carl Williams?
It was Michael Spurlock.
It was Spurlock.
It was Spurlock.
Michael Spurlock.
Marcus Spurlock. Okay.
Whatever it was. What 2000?
Remember Carl the Truth Williams? Y'all remember the Carl the Truth, right? He might have been a little bit farther back in your time, but I go to the big sombrero days. But I remember Smith. What was his name? Smith, the short dude, the punt return, the kick return guy.
Isaiah showing his age right now, yo.
I'm getting there. But but all in all, though, I will say this about the game. The last 2 games we've played smart. Clifton Smith, that's who it was. Clifton Smith.
Okay, I remember him.
Yeah, I remember Clifton Smith. Yeah. The thing about this game, we played 2 solid games, right? Remember when we beat the 49ers, everybody was like, "Oh, it's the 49ers. You're supposed to win that game." I would rather win a game against a weak team than lose a game against a weak team. You know what I'm saying? So people kind of knocked that victory. They was like, "Oh, whatever." And then we played the Panthers. Wait till he plays a real team. The Panthers got a better defense. And then Jameis Winston came through with that game. Now they're like, "Wait a minute. Has he turned the corner? Has Jameis turned the corner?"
Sunday's game gonna prove it, whether he did it or not. Sunday's game.
What do you think, Savage Man?
Yeah, I think he turned the corner because the pressure's on. Because if he has a bad game, then he might not be a Buccaneer anymore.
You think so?
I mean, I don't know. He's kind of forced to have good games now because the pressure's on him. He knows he can lose his job any day now because since he's been in Tampa, like he's never had to work for the starting quarterback. Like he was a starter week 1. So.
Right. I mean, it's one of those things. Let me address something real quick because this I'm gonna get y'all opinions on this particular situation here. I'm going to address the comment section, right? And I'm pretty sure you guys in here pay attention to, right? Now, I'm going to address some of these comments in the chat room, and I'm gonna say what I'm gonna give y'all what they're saying, and I'm gonna let y'all give y'all feedback to these people in the chat room or in the chats.
Make sure y'all hit that like button.
Yeah, make sure you hit that like button. So,
Notification.
I'm gonna read some of these chats because I haven't really paying attention to the chat. So let me go back up and read some of these chats about what some of these people are saying about the game. So Steven Quintana, which he's trying to join, so I'm gonna let him get in a little bit in a second and let him talk a little bit. Steven said bench Brent Grimes and MJ Stewart. What do y'all think about that?
Brent Grimes, yes. Brent Grimes, yes. But I don't think Brent's gonna play anyways because Brent hurt. That's why he didn't play Sunday.
What's wrong with Brent? I mean, like he got an injury. Like I forgot what he had. It's something like minor, but it's.
I think it's his foot. No, that's Justin Evans who got that foot injury.
Yeah, that's his foot. Anybody know any information on Brent? What's going on with Brent?
No, I figured out. Matter of fact. Let me see.
And then also, let me see.
I'll pull out my laptop. Let me see. Let me find out.
Yeah, he's been quiet for the last couple of weeks.
But see, he didn't play Sunday.
Good on the outside.
What'd you say?
Harris, he looked pretty good on the outside.
Oh yeah, Devontae
number
Harris.
22.
Devontae Harris.
Yes, I will play him too. I will put him over Brent Grimes because he did his thing on Curtis Samuel and whatever the other dude name is. Now,
one guy made a real good suggestion. He said something about in the lines of if Jameis Winston continues to play smart, it's 64 Beastie Man. He said if Jameis Winston continues to play smart, give him some reps to Peyton Barber and Ronald Jones to supplement for the passing game in order to put up an offensive 50 burger on the Saints. Now, I don't know about 50 points. Now, we got 48 the first game. That was the first game of the season, but putting up a 50 burger in week 14, 15, I don't know.
No, the Saints ain't gonna let that go out.
Right. I don't see the
they are already mad because we beat them by 48 in the first game. So they damn sure enough ain't gonna let us put up 50 on them.
Yeah, I don't see the 50. I don't see the 50 burger. 64 Beast Man. I don't see the 50 burger, man. I just don't see it. That's not gonna happen. Saints are they locked in right now. They're in playoff mode, and we're trying to get to the playoffs. You know,
like,
so
the Saints got revenge on us from the first game, because if we probably wouldn't have beat them in the first game, they'll probably be undefeated right now.
true. That is
They
true.
probably would.
Steven Quintana said he thinks Dirk loves Brent.
Dirk has a lot of favorites.
What do you think his favorites is?
Remember Dante had died? He tried to bring him back one more time.
Well, you know, Dirk has his thing with ex-Atlanta Falcons players, right? You know, Jacquizz, you know, Brent, he got this thing about these guys. He gives them a lot of playing time for some strange reason. Yeah. I don't know.
Never mind. Breaking news: Brent Grimes and MJ Stewart will return in Sunday's game, but Deshaun Jackson is a no-go.
Whoa, that's wow.
For real.
I told you Deshaun Jackson got a cast on his thumb.
Oh, I know he was gonna quit.
I mean, JPP ain't playing with fingers, so what's going on?
Exactly.
I knew he was gonna quit.
It says Bucks practice report: Brent Grimes and MJ Stewart return. Still no Deshaun Jackson.
Okay, now let's say this: MJ Stewart and Brent Grimes coming back. It does help the defense secondary. It does. It does help.
That put more secondary help on the field to cover down what's his face.
Now you gotta think about it. The Saints are not a deep team receiver wise. It's really Michael Thomas and Kamara basically.
Yeah, Saquon Smith is pretty good too.
Yeah, but he only had one good game this year.
Right. I like him from UCF. I like him, but he's not the dude that we need to be worried about. Like, because remember now, Christian McCaffrey gave us really bad problems, man. Like both times. Like, and Kamara is the same guy. Kamara is just bigger than he's bigger than McCaffrey. He's the same guy.
Yeah. CD didn't practice on Wednesday. What today? Carlton Davis didn't practice today, so he might be out with his knee injury.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah. Michael Thomas.
Isn't Kamara going through concussion protocol because of the way Jalen Smith decked him?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I don't wish that on anybody, but that'll help us out.
Now, Antron Bailey said this in the chat. He said, should we sign Kareem Hunt and Kelvin Benjamin?
Kareem Hunt, yeah. Calvin Benjamin, no.
It'll help my fantasy, but
do not sign Benjamin. I don't care. Being a Florida State guy, yeah, it worked in college, but it's obvious that he does not have the work ethic. All right,
no, you don't.
I mean, it'll help my fantasy, but other than that, I mean, we got no use for him.
No, there was a report saying that Josh Allen wanted him to stay out there and practice and to run routes, and he said no.
Yeah,
what's up, Grizzlo? One of my moderators guys, he be getting people out of the chat room. They be acting up and stuff. He get them out of the Grizzlo in the building. What up, man? What up?
Question. Let me ask y'all a question. So I'm looking at last week's thing. Devontae Harris played 70 snaps and Javion Elliott played 66. Y'all think they still should play up in that range of snaps this week?
I'll keep Elliott over MJ Stewart in the slot.
Yeah.
Elliott has more experience, and he was a free agency guy. I remember that, and that was his first pick Sunday.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing about MJ Stewart. Watching him on the field, he's slow.
He's slow. Yeah, he is.
He's a zone guy.
Say it again. He's a zone guy.
He's not a man guy. He has to sit in the zone to make a play.
It's weird. It's weird with MJ Stewart. Watching him, and I watched him in the combine. He ran a 4.55, and I was like, I don't know about that guy. And we picked him anyway over Dante Jackson, over Jesse Bates, over Justin Reed. Like,
you gotta remember who the D coordinator was in his scheme, and so Mike Smith wanted that for his trash ass zone scheme.
But now that shit gone. So
that shit's gone. So now
shit gone.
He's gonna have to fucking what's that shit, man? I'm brain fart right now. Adapt. He's gonna have to adapt.
So here's a question from one of the people in the chat. And he put the prayer hands up. He want me to ask this question to you guys. He says, "Who should the Bucks look for in the free agency? Please answer."
I honestly don't know.
Come next season.
Position wise,
We need a
anything
guard.
on the line, but a name, I don't have a name right now.
We need a guard.
Like me personally, I wouldn't even go in the free agency for an offensive line. I just have to draft me one because it's like the last couple of years, all the linemen we done brought in, they all been trash except for Allen Marpet.
Well, he was drafted. Remember that offensive lineman we got from the Patriots, where Doug Martin had a good year, and then he retired the year after that.
J.R. Sweezen.
No. He was trashed. He came from the Seahawks.
He can't. Okay.
There was a guy we got before him from the Patriots, and he played 1 year with us, and then retired the next year.
Oh, yeah.
Did he make the?
I forget his name, but he stayed 1 year. They called it quits, and that was the last year we had a run game, and that was Doug Martin's last year.
But me personally, like, everybody on our offensive line can go except for Allen Marpet. Everybody can go. Ryan Jetson, Demir Dotson, Benanot, all them bad folks can go. Get their ass up out of here.
I'll keep
They can go.
You got to give Kappa a chance, man. Give Kappa a chance to see what he got.
Okay, well, cool. Okay, I can live with that. But everybody else, man, get them. Man, shit.
So one of the guys said Malcolm Harvey is a regular guy. He asked this question. I try to get my regulars some shine. He asked, "Should we sign Landon Collins?"
Yes. And no at the same time.
He's gonna be expensive. He's gonna be expensive.
That'd be help. That'd be help. He's a Pro Bowler too. That would help in the secondary. But we got to get rid of Conte. That's for sure. Conte got to go.
Okay, so what about Whitehead then?
Yeah, I like Whitehead.
I like Whitehead.
Man, listen, I love that little bullet. Okay, because that's what I call him, the little bullet. All right, I love Mr. Joy Whitehead. I love Carlton Davis. All right,
I think now can
I'm
definitely
not a big
be
fan
helpful.
of Landon Collins.
No.
Nah, I'm not a big fan.
I say our safeties are pretty good with Justin Evans, Jordan Whitehead, and was that
Andrew Adams too?
Andrew Adams, yeah.
Andrew Adams. Okay, me personally, next season, I think Carlton Davis and Jordan Whitehead, y'all gonna see a big improvement from them.
Oh yeah, we can see it now.
You're gonna see a big improvement. Carlton Davis me personally, he reminds me of Ronnie Barber. Everybody thought Vernon Hargreaves was gonna be like that. No, it's Carlton Davis. Me personally, I like Carlton Davis. Like he's like one of my favorite three people on the defense.
He's shown improvement already within his first year, and that's big. And that's big for a rookie to do.
Yes.
And, being what was it, fourth round pick. He's or I think it was one of the second round picks.
Put Hargraves in the slot and put him on the outside.
So we're gonna put on the other side.
Now, here's a big deal on this offseason. Quan contract's up.
Resign Quan. Why would they let Quan go?
Yeah,
resign
Quan. I would too.
Resign him.
I'd resign him, but not for a lot. Not for a lot. Tell me the last time Quan's played a full season.
Yeah, you're right about that. When's the last time Levante played a full season?
Hey, Levante got stats though.
I understand that. Quan got some stats too now.
He does, but Levante, when he plays, you see that impact of Levon. Like when Quan plays, it's like he's there, here, and there, but you see a difference when Levante plays.
I don't know. Me personally, like Quan and Levante, Carlton Davis, Justin Evans, who else? And probably JPP and Carl Nassib. Keep all them on the defense. Everybody else can go. Vita Vea can go. Chris Conte can go. MJ Stewart can go. Brett Gines can go. Bernard Hart, Gerald McCoy, get up out of there.
Man, you heard me with that one.
But see, you gotta listen. Like I work at the stadium, so I know. Like a lot of fans, they don't like Gerald McCoy.
Yeah,
hold on 1 second, fellas.
Are you serious?
I'm about to. This is gonna be surprising who I'm about to add. This is a different person here. I'm about to take Savage Man. I'm about to take you out. Okay.
All right.
Hey, I appreciate you joining the chat, man.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Listen at this. Listen at this. Defensive tackle Gerald McCoy, knee and shoulder, was limited in practice on Wednesday. When's the last time he played a full season?
Oh, that's a good one.
Every time I turn around, there's something always wrong with him. Either tore his tricep, or his knee hurt, his toe hurt, his foot, his ankle, his arm. What is nice is his ankle and his shoulder.
Well, that's a good one.
JPP got a knee injury, and they both have been limited in practice this week.
Yeah, but we're going to need that impact from them to play. Like, we got to make that playoff push now. So I can see them wanting to play to make that difference.
Scott 81 says McCoy is a roller Charmin.
Soft.
Oh Lord. I think he's gonna be traded.
He's gonna be released.
Trade. Release and trade. It don't matter.
We can get something for a trade because he has that experience. But what do you think he's worth?
Third round pick, fourth round pick.
Third. I
said third at most.
Third
with
at
his
most.
With his age and durability, I would say a third. So the question is, you think he's going to get traded to a rival? Or you think he's going to go to the Patriots? Because everybody goes to
the Patriots from the bus.
Well, what about Mitch Aaron and Vinny Curry? They go bye-bye according to T. Bray.
Mitch
Vinny Curry, let him go to Bo Allen. He can go.
I don't know who those two are. They've been absent. Only free agencies that have done something has been Vinny Curry and Carl Nassib. Because, man, I swear to God,
JPP and Carl Nassib.
No, I mean, I'm talking about like that group of people because everybody knows JPP is doing something. But Mitch Curry and Bo Allen, I was like, who are these guys? Like they were reserves, and we pick up a big guy like Vinny Curry for the pass rush, and he's been out a few games here and there. So JPP has done something, and Carl Nassib definitely that was the steal for our free agency.
Carl Nassib and JPP is our defensive line as of right now. They the ones who carrying the load.
Here's a good point.
Vita Vey just not starting to show up.
Here's a good point somebody made. Why the hell did we get rid of Bradley McDougal?
Why the hell we get rid of Michael Bennett?
Why the hell we got rid of Keith Tandy?
Why do we make these mistakes, man?
Why the hell we got rid of Keith Talib? Come on, shit,
man. We let go
on. Yeah. Let's get into some Bucks talk in here.
So,
bro,
what's going on?
This is hey Travis, this is Real Talk Perez. You remember this guy, right? Remember that?
Yeah. What up, dog? What up, man?
What's good?
Now, hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. We ain't having that in here, bro. I'll let you in, but we ain't having that in here.
Having what?
Speak your mind, but we're not gonna do that.
Of course. I'm here to talk some Bucks football.
I know what you're talking about, Isaiah. I know what you're talking about.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly. So I'm just waiting on him. Don't even try it. I'm gonna give him a shot.
Y'all that's watching. Isaiah and I have been doing this since Facebook. So we knew Facebook was just a warm up to what YouTube had to offer. So
I know.
As trust me, and Isaiah was like, when I did this, Isaiah was like, "Yo, you don't play around with these people on Facebook." I said, "Fuck no, I don't. You think I'm worried about YouTube? People are gonna do nothing? I ain't worried about them. They're keyboard warriors.
Keep it football.
Strictly football.
Here's your platform. Keep it football. So go ahead.
What you got, real?
What you got about the Saints game?
I don't know. It's been a minute. What were you guys talking about?
Well, we was just chopping it up about whatever, but we're gonna go back to the Saints game this Sunday. What the keys to victory? What can cause us to lose? And all that other stuff.
So, how are we gonna win the Saints game? That's simple. Same way the Cowboys won the Saints game.
Simple.
You want to elaborate?
Yeah, I was just gonna say elaborate.
D-line. Get to Drew Brees, move him off his spot. That simple.
Rattle his cage.
Yeah, move him off of his spot. Pressure up the middle, move him around. D-line's better than it was the first time we played them. Secondary is better than the Cowboys.
I
Linebackers are better than the Cowboys.
No,
Whoa.
no. The tackling Dutchman and Jalen Smith, them two different animals. Though the tackling,
You do know they were sucking them off all that whole game, right?
They was playing good though.
You do know they both got 6 tackles in that game, right?
They may got
No.
6 tackles, but they made an impact.
But their presence was really big, man. It was really big, man.
Both of them got 6 tackles in that game, bro. Levante David got 12 tackles in this last game coming off of an injury, coming back.
Yeah, he had 12 tackles. He had a fumble.
I don't want to hear none about these Cowboys. Oh, they got these linebackers. Man, that ain't nothing. Levante and Quan Alexander steady putting up bigger numbers than what they was doing in that game. That ain't nothing. All they did was run sideline to sideline and tackle. We know Quan and Levante can do that all day. I know we ain't got Quan right now, but
we're talking about the linebacking core right now, who we have right now, not who's hurt.
Oh, no, right. I understand that, but you don't think it's hard for – I mean, Mentor came in the game, had 4 plays, had two tackles and a sack, right?
Yeah, I'm saying, but he didn't play that much for some strange reason.
I'm just saying. He only played 4 snaps. He played 4 snaps, had 2 tackles, and a sack.
And maybe he's still trying to learn the defense and the scheme and all that stuff like that. That's why
my battery's about to die, and I gotta go sleep anyway. So I'll see y'all. You know, it's great talking to you guys.
Mr. Buccaneer, I appreciate you joining the chat, man.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. Thanks for having me over, and I'll talk to you guys maybe in the near future.
Oh, you sure will, man. Appreciate it.
All right, bye.
Somebody want to take Mr. Buccaneer spot in the chat room? Send me your email address to firethecannons813gmail.com. But anyway, back to the game. So our linebacking core right now is Levante, Taylor, and Blanton. So
it's Levante, Taylor, and Bond, and Mentor.
And I mean, that's against the Saints. Their main job is Kamara and Mark Ingram. That's their main job.
I mean, they can throw to Kamara all they want. They're not running with Kamara.
Kamara is just like McCaffrey, but bigger.
Yeah, but McCaffrey actually ran the ball better against us than Kamara.
We had problems with Kamara last year.
If we couldn't stop McCaffrey but just him running the ball, imagine what Alvin Kamara can do. And he's bigger than him.
Did you see what he did against us running the ball the first game?
Yeah, we shut him down. That was the first game of the season. It's a whole lot.
This a whole. Come on,
they didn't have Ingram in that first game. That was Kamara and Mike Gillislee.
Right. I'm saying he can throw the ball to Kamara all he wants. If you've seen the first game, Kamara's not going to run on us. If you see the first and the second game of the Panthers, McCaffrey ran on us way better than Kamara did on both those games.
Okay, so what about Mark Ingram? Then what about him? Because he's a human fucking bowling ball too.
It really don't matter who it is, because people really don't run that good on us that much anyways, no matter who it is. Christian McCaffrey, the reason why he's running so good is because they do all that misdirection stuff and give us a step in a certain way, and then boom, they get a little step, and they got a lot of good blockers. They use a lot of heavy packages. So
now you do realize, RTP, you do realize that our run defense has suffered, but our pass defense has gotten better since Mark definitely got back.
Yeah, our run defense has gotten worse since Mark Duffner, but our pass defense has gone better.
Exactly.
I would definitely take that trade-off, because even though it's gotten worse, it's not like it's been really bad.
I mean,
it's just worse from what we were.
We went from top 10 to number 18 against the run.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, shit, like the first 5 weeks or 6 weeks, we had the number 1 run defense.
Yeah, right. You do realize that we played against the Panthers twice and the 49ers. You do know Panthers are second in rushing and the 49ers are third in rushing, right?
Well, we do know that. We do know that.
So it's not that big of a jump if we suffered a little bit in the run defense, and we just played the number 2 run offense twice and the number 3 run offense. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that's too big of a trade-off. It ain't like they killed us, right? If something's working, you continue to let it work. If we letting people run on us, but it's stopping them from throwing on us and it's keeping the score down, why not keep it like that?
I would take the trade off. I would take the trade off from our run defense falling apart and our pass defense getting better because that was killing us. We had the worst pass defense in the NFL at the beginning of the season. The first 7 weeks.
To break history.
Exactly. Not only that, but we're hurt in the secondary, and we're not that hurt. Well, linebackers were hurt, but as far as our front four, we're not hurt. So I would let us make it easier for our secondary and give it a harder job for our D line trying to stop a run than our D line having it easier. Go ahead.
With the Saints, they could easily run the ball a few times, and they have the weapons to throw it out the very next play. So we can load all the people in the boxes that we want to, and then they could just throw a nice 15-yard pass off to Michael Thomas or Smith easily. They have the offense to do both things, so we can try to focus on one thing, but they have a very well-rounded offense, and we all
Somebody made a good point. Lightning.
I may focus on Sunday.
Hold on one second. Lightning Films made a good point. He stated the reason why Kamara didn't do so at the beginning of the season, he had to carry the load because Mark Ingram was suspended. Now, that's a good point.
And Mike Gillisley fumbled the ball.
I said it was him and Mike Gillisley. It was a two
different setup. That's a good point. That Lightning Films appreciate that dropping that.
You got to think about it too. They took Mike Gillisley out after he fumbled the ball too.
Yeah, he fumbled that ball.
He fumbled the ball in the first game of the season. They took him out and they ran Kamara the rest of the game.
That fumble decided the game because that fumble put us up a touchdown ahead.
Exactly. Yeah. And Kamara is not the type of running back that'll carry the load. That's not his game.
I completely agree with.
What they can do now, they can line Alvin Kamara up as wide receiver, put Mark Ingram in the background, and kill us like that.
Okay,
it's like a pick your poison. Who you gonna stop?
I completely agree with Travis. They can run the ball on you and then dump it off and then do this and do that. I agree with you. But what you guys are not understanding is against us. It's a difference between us and other teams. The Bucs have, since we've had Gerald McCoy, the Bucs have always been decent at stopping the run. No matter what they can do against us, they're not going to sit there and run the ball on us and throw the ball on us. So what I'm saying is they can try to run all they want. That's not going to be their game because, one, we're going to be picking their defense apart, and they're going to have to score on us, which is another reason why Alvin Kamara didn't do a lot against us because they had to throw the ball to keep scoring with us. So that's another thing. Second thing is the reason why I like this game better is because you got Jameis Winston and not Fitzpatrick. The difference between those two is Fitzpatrick scored a lot of points, but the problem was he was scoring them too fast, giving the opposing offense more opportunities to get on the field, get into rhythm. I think if we sit there with our D-line, who's just as good as Dallas Cowboys D-line, and sit there and mess up Drew Brees, take him off his spot, get them a few 3-and-outs. Meanwhile, Jameis Winston to get on the field and driving down the field little by little, killing clock, keeping Drew Brees off the field. I think that's a recipe for success, and that's a sweep.
Oh, look, wait a minute. We got a special guest in the building. Steven Quintana, man. What's up, man?
I agree.
What's going on, Steven Quintana? Speak your mind.
What, about the game or what?
About the game.
About the game.
Sunday.
Yeah. No, man. I think we're just gonna have to stop Kamara is the main goal. That's it.
So we're no Michael Thomas.
No.
No Traquan.
I mean, Michael Thomas is just like Mike Evans, though, in a way, though. He don't ever get separation like you know. He ain't no like streaky receiver or nothing like that.
Just Mike Evans is faster than Michael Thomas. That's all. Because Michael Thomas run like 4.6 or 4.7 at the combine.
Michael Thomas.
The reason why I say this is going to be an interesting game because the defense looks way different from week one. Since Mark Duffner has took over, and everybody knows this, that if you pay attention, that the stats has gotten better as far as pass defense, sacks, third down percentage, all that good stuff like that. The only thing that suffered was the run defense, and we brought that up already. But we focused on the pass defense versus the run defense, and which was a big deal because the points per game went down.
Can I say something real quick? Once again, I completely agree with you. But you know why? This is a different defense, and the Saints are going to realize this is a different defense. And it's not because of who's on the field. It's because of another simple thing. You got Mike Smith. Zone. Mark Duffner is all man, baby. If you watch what he's been doing these last two games against the 49ers and against the Panthers, it's been all man. We've been staying in man and letting our guys just beat their guys. We switch it up a little bit here and there with some zone here and there, but it's like the opposite of what Mike Smith. Mike Smith was all zone, switch it up with some man. Mark Duffner's been man, switch it up with some zone.
And the one thing I will say that has gotten better with Mark Duffner is his blitz packages. Mike Smith was so horrible.
Mike Smith didn't believe in sacks. Remember that?
Yeah, exactly, Mr. I don't believe in sacks, but Mark Duffner, I will say that.
He said sacks are overrated.
Exactly, I remember that. I'll never forget that. And we signed him anyway. The highest paid D coordinator. One of the highest.
Just look at how JPP looked in Mike Smith's scheme. That's when you know he's bad.
Exactly.
I don't think that's necessarily true, though.
Yeah, but JPP looked like a ghost, though. All the first 4 or 5 weeks or whatever.
I agree, but I don't think that's necessarily because of Mike Smith. I think
this scheme was trash. You can't defend that, brother. I'm not defending Mike Smith for nothing.
The scheme was definitely trash, but
it made everybody look bad.
Defensive line, I don't think you can blame that on Mike Smith. I think that's just.
You know how many sacks we had with Mike Smith the first 6 weeks? You know how many sacks we had when Mike Smith before he got fired? We was one of the worst in the league when Mike Smith running the show.
I don't think that does anything, though. Really.
I mean, he didn't do anything for the D line. The only guy that was really doing something was JPP every now and then, but we weren't getting no sacks with Mike Smith running the show.
I'm just like I said. I think that speaks more of the chemistry of the D line, just getting to know each other more and more as the season goes along.
The scheme was trash.
Mike Smith was still trash, man.
I'm not.
Like I said, I'm definitely not disagreeing with you on that about the scheme was trash. All I said was I think the whole D line that you guys were talking about right now, like the D line's way better with Mark Duffner. I'm just saying I think it has to do with the D line. One, it has to do with the D line getting chemistry together, and two, when you're playing man, it's harder. It's easier to stay on somebody, and then the D line could get to the quarterback. Has more time to get to the quarterback.
I got to chime in on that. When you look at what Mike Smith did with the defense, he was doing things like just do a bull rush, contain. With Mark Duffner, you see D linemen stunting, and when you stunt on an offense, you cause them to hesitate. And that split second allows penetration from a player, especially on the D line. So you got different D lineman attacks coming at the offense versus Mike Smith. A former player came at Gerald McCoy because he was getting credit for pressure on the quarterback, and the guy was like, well, we ran the same two defenses all season, cover two and something else.
Mm-hmm. Right. I would have to disagree again because we were definitely doing stunts when we had Mike Smith. We were even
you must love Mike Smith.
I don't. Again, his scheme was whack. His play calling was whack. His game planning was whack. What I'm saying, I'm not defending him. I'm just saying what's real, which is you can't say that the D-line was not stunning when Mike Smith was there, and now that Mark Duffner's calling the plays, we're doing stunts. We were doing stunts with Mike Smith. There's a lot of things that are better. No, there's a lot of things that are better.
Like that Chicago game. Remember, he ran one stunt, and we got a sack, and then he stopped.
We're playing man. The D-line chemistry is a lot better, and our blitz are getting there a lot better now that we have Mark Duffner. Those things you can say.
Mike Smith didn't blitz, period.
Mike Smith blitzed a lot. We never got there.
Hold on 1 second, fellas. We got a new guy in the chat. Deez.
What's happening, man?
What's going on, man?
Ain't nothing much, man. I seen y'all, man. I decided to join the chat, man. I heard some things I like.
Yeah.
But
now what we doing right now, we discussing the game that's coming Sunday against the Saints. So everybody's speaking their mind. Right now we're talking about Mike Smith and his scheme versus Mark Duffner's scheme, the D-line with the sacks and everything else combobulated with that. So we just basically, you can jump on in when you want.
Isaiah, did you say we're top 10 in sacks or something like that? Or
since Mark Duffner took over, we're top 10 in sacks. We're top 10 in third down percentage. We're top 10 in third down percentage sacks, interceptions.
I mean, I think when we had Mike Smith, we was JPP at least, and Carnassus was getting pressure and getting sacks. But the difference is the scheme, and I think Mike Smith was a little too conservative. He played scary.
Prevent.
You're right. It was a bend don't break, but he didn't want to take the chances with the blitz.
I'll give
bend don't break don't work no more though.
I'll give y'all a perfect game. I'll give you guys a perfect game. The Steelers game. That's the perfect game. The Steelers game. If you see the first half, was it the Steelers game or the Eagles game? It was one of those games. The first half, we was doing good. No, I think it was the Steelers game. The first half, we were playing good defense, minus
that's the
that damn
Eagles.
stiff arm.
No, that was the Eagles game.
Nah, that was the Eagles game.
Eagles game.
Listen.
In the second quarter, the Steelers outscored us like 20-0.
Yeah.
No,
So the first half was trash.
Yeah, the first half, but still, that shit was, man.
No, the first half of the Steelers was that one play by Chris Conti.
That changed the whole momentum.
The pick six by Fitzpatrick and another pick that had them at the 30-yard. That was what the Steelers were doing in the first half. Offensively, Steelers really didn't do nothing in the first half. But if you watch that game,
the second quarter they outscored us like 20-0.
I
Talking
understand.
about the first half.
That was off.
Talking about
The
first half.
second quarter is the first half.
No, I know that.
What I'm saying, that's what I'm saying.
24-3 in the second quarter. They was running up and down the field against us.
Like, let me talk. Like I said, it was the Chris Conti play, the pick six by Fitzpatrick, and another pick by Fitzpatrick that had him in the 30. Besides that, they weren't doing nothing until Mike Smith started blitzing towards the end, and that's the only time they started driving down the field was when Mike Smith was blitzing. When Mike Smith didn't blitz in that Steelers game, we were literally stopping them. They couldn't move the ball, but for some reason, during the end of that second quarter, Mike Smith started blitzing, and that's when Ben Roethlisberger was tearing us up, and that's how they moved down the field.
Yeah, but
So,
each
Mike
team,
Smith didn't know how to
game
blitz
is
either,
like
though.
a
I agree with that too.
case-by-case scenario, you know what I'm saying? If that's working, then we need to keep doing. Don't switch it up.
I
feel
agree.
like our problem is we don't know how to make the right adjustments at the right time. You know what I'm saying? We do stupid shit when it doesn't need to be done, and then when something needs to be done, we don't do it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what Todd told them in the locker room on Sunday, but that second half with them Panthers, man, they will turn a pick out the pick, sight, 3 and out, whatever it was. They did.
I still think Dirk has some part in that play calling, though, man.
Yeah, definitely. He definitely had his hands in there.
I know he did. That game, I've been saying this since week 3. Since week 3,
it's
like
trash, man. Like,
he was so conservative because we went from explosive play after explosive play to conservative play, and then the second half the playbook opened up. I was like, "This is dirt cutter football. Play conservative."
Yeah, that first game though, when Todd called them plays, man, we're launching that ball all over the field.
What game are you talking about?
That damn Redskin game, forget about it. That game we should have torched. I couldn't believe that game.
Man, we were supposed to beat the dog shit out of the fucking Redskins. Like, literally, like, dog shit out of there.
The NFC East is the weakest division. We lost to 2 teams already in the weakest division. We should have beat the Giants, and we should have beat the Redskins.
Those games going to kill us, though, man.
Shit, think about it. If we'd have won them 2 games right there,
7-5.
Come on,
we'd be in the wild card.
No question. Easy.
This has been the easiest schedule I've seen us have, and we just been doing stupid shit to keep ourselves out of it.
Yeah.
Now I will say this: I'm gonna bring it back to the game this Sunday. One of the things I do notice about Dirk, when the pressure gets real tight, you can see his inept coaching show a lot. In certain downs and distance, it's almost like he's predictable what he does in certain downs and distance, especially when the game get tight. He don't like he did it against the Panthers in the fourth quarter. We didn't do anything in the fourth quarter.
Oh, that's time out.
Do it.
Like when he called that time out the last minute of the Panthers game last week.
What was that?
I don't understand.
What was the time? Like, what are you doing?
We call a timeout with like a minute left in the game and we winning.
I don't understand what took him so long to run the ball in the fourth quarter. He wanted to throw the ball. My dude, we're winning right now. Stop giving them a chance to get back in the game by throwing this ball and stopping the time.
Man,
the problem. Y'all talking about the Panthers game?
Yeah, in the fourth quarter.
I don't think we were throwing the ball enough.
What I'm saying is I'm doing a comparison when it comes to the crunch time with Dirk in certain downs and distance, certain times of the game. I think Dirk's in-game management is really bad at times. Like, it's really bad in-game management. He doesn't know what to do sometimes. Like, he just doesn't know how to finish every time.
I agree with that. I think not only do you see what I'm about to say in that game, but in a lot of games and in the season altogether. I think Dirk Cutter panics a lot. I think he panics a lot or overthinks shit too much. At the end of games, in the season itself, to firing his defensive coordinator, which I agree he should have, to then switching quarterbacks, which I don't think he should have, which from then to saying, not being scared to say that Jameis is my franchise quarterback, even though Fitzpatrick is doing this, he's my franchise quarterback. He was too scared to do that. Then switching off of offensive coordinator, like, why are you doing that? He's doing fine. Like, he was panicking too much trying to save his job, and you see that in the season and in the end of games. So I agree on that.
He has pride issues. He likes to be in control.
Yeah.
He's a dictator.
You the head coach. You making more money out there than anybody out there on that sideline with you. Just sit back and chill and let your staff run
For real.
like call the plays.
And he don't even gotta call plays.
Bark out the orders. Just sit back and chill and call timeouts and throw out the flag play. That meant the damn challenge flag play. That's all you gotta do. That's it. That's it. Just let everybody else just sit back and chill and let everybody else do the work.
But if you look at some of the top teams in the NFL, they have good organization structure, right? It's not just the head coach, but they have a good GM. They have good player personnel directors. They have a good overall setup. Like, one of the Bucs' biggest problems, and it shows every year, especially in 2016, the draft, nobody is doing anything from that draft class. But you look at other teams, it's always we could have drafted this guy. We should have drafted this guy. We always do that every year. We should have drafted this guy.
Hold on.
I'm gonna say this to say this. I'm gonna say this to say this. Think about who our defensive coordinator was.
That goes back to what we're talking about with MJ Stewart, him being a zone guy.
Hargraves. Think about who the defensive coordinator was. Now,
exactly. You're picking up who common is to your defense.
To his defense.
Yes, I'm saying for the defense for the team.
Yeah. But now saying we have somebody else and they defense. I say like now we got to right now in the offseason we got to go find a defensive coordinator. Say if that defensive coordinator come in and Vernon Hargraves and Carlton Davis and them two be wind up top 10 corners and Justin Evans be a top 10 safety or whatever. Then what they gonna say then?
That's not gonna happen.
How do you know that?
Hey, you don't. Evans was a good safety though on Mike Smith's defense. So
it's Mike Smith's defense. That's all it is. Look at.
I'll say this: the same person is picking the offensive players and the defensive players. That's Jason Light. Dirk Cutter told him what he wants. Jason Light goes and gets it. Dirk Cutter knows how to use it. That's why we're hitting on everything offensively.
Here's a good example.
We're talking about defense though. We talking about
trash though.
I'm talking about your point. Because maybe it's because Mike Smith don't know how to use the weapons that he's asking for, and Jason Light is getting them for him, but maybe he's just not using them right.
Here's the problem, right? Here's one of my biggest issues with the Bucs as far as their scout team, their player personnel director, and the whole setup. How do they scout players, right? Here we are in 2018, the NFL draft. First round, we had number 7. Glaring need in the secondary. Minka Fitzpatrick, Derwin James, sitting right there. Trade down, which is fine. You picked up an extra pick. The Dolphins picked before us. They picked up Minka Fitzpatrick. Okay, that's cool. Logical sense. The most logical thing to do. Derwin James. Sitting right there.
Nah. Gets me off.
And you know what's funny?
We got issues in the secondary.
How many teams draft high in safeties?
But look at Derwin James right now.
Rookie of the year. But we needed the depth. We needed secondary. We drafted 3 players in secondary afterwards. So why not get the best of the best? We got somebody else, and then it got some other people after that.
And then it gets worse.
Safety in the third.
Hold on, it gets worse.
We could, if we would, me personally, they could have took Derwin with the 7th pick, and then with the next pick, they probably should have went offensive line or whatever, or something like that. Go back down the line and whatever, build up the secondary. Like, we got to get some offensive linemen. We don't have. The thing
about this is the confusing part. We spent money on the D line in offseason.
That's what I was going to get to. That's what I was just getting to. We spent free agency all on defensive line depth just to draft another young person, and we could have got a great rookie in Derwin James.
What are we doing? Like, what is the draft? What is the scouting team doing? Like, and then in the second round, we picked up Rojo, Carlton Davis, then MJ Stewart. Now, mind you, let's just erase MJ Stewart and Carlton Davis, right? Carlton Davis is pretty good. MJ Stewart is questionable.
Whitehead.
We could have got Whitehead was the 5th round.
Yeah.
We could have got Dante Jackson.
Jesse Bates.
We could have got Justin Reed and Jesse Bates. Can you imagine having 2 or 3 of those guys out of like in the secondary right now?
But you guys are saying that like we already knew that's what they were gonna be though. That's one.
Yeah.
They good. They were good players. I watched them. Jesse Bates and Vanderbilt. I watched him. I'm an SEC guy. I watched Jesse Bates.
I would have took Quentin Nelson over Vita Vea.
Are you
I
telling me
watched
that
James at Florida State.
every player that you've seen that was good in college worked out in the NFL?
Yeah, all of them. All of them. Justin Reed, Jesse Bates, Derwin James. They all good.
Jair Alexander, all of them.
I'm saying you're saying that everybody that goes into the draft that's like, oh, these.
I'm not
players
saying.
were
I'm
good in
saying those
college.
guys. Those.
Okay, but that's my point. You acting like it's black and white. Like we know these guys are going to be good, but we're going to pass on them anyways. Like
We did.
no one
that's
really
pretty much
knows.
what they did because
They did.
dudes
I
we
mean,
picked up had mad question marks.
For who had mad question marks?
You mean to tell me you're gonna take
MJ
MJ
Stewart
over Dante Jackson?
We should have took
Ronald
Darius
Jones?
Guice though.
We needed corners more than we need a safety.
So
Well,
okay, that's fine.
So you like Chris Conte?
I was about to say you want Chris Conte.
Did
You like Chris Conte?
my
said that?
question was, did
Those
we not
Contes,
need
Mike,
more
those Contes.
corners than we needed safeties?
That's fine. That's fine. That means then we should have got we should have got Dante Jackson over MJ Stewart.
Thank you.
Over MJ, you like Dante Jackson over MJ Stewart?
Oh
Hell
yeah.
Yes.
Why is that?
Bam.
Why
Yeah.
is that? Why is
Yes.
that?
MJ Stewart been getting smoked up all goddamn
But
AJ
I'm not watching
He did slow like a fresh Newport.
MJ Stewart is playing nickel. Dante's playing outside corner.
but he can
Exactly.
play
Nickel too.
We didn't need no slot corner. We needed the outside corner.
He can play outside and inside. Dante Jackson's very versatile. Very.
Dante doesn't play, but Dante doesn't play inside. He plays outside.
He played inside. But
Listen.
But for the
When
NFL,
Brent Grimes
he
got
plays
hurt, who was
outside.
playing outside corner in his replacement?
Fam,
MJ Stewart, right?
Right.
Okay then. So the man been getting smoked. He ain't been
And
playing.
just-
He playing outside corner.
No, because when MJ Stewart played in the outside, he played good.
No, he
And
didn't.
When?
yes, he
When?
did. What are you talking about?
On Madden?
What game? Please tell me what he said. When?
So
The only
when-
Franchise?
between MJ Stewart, Carlton Davis, and Jordan Whitehead, the only two that's been doing good is Carlton Davis and Jordan Whitehead.
MJ Stewart.
so when did MJ Stewart get smoked on the outside?
That man get smoked.
When?
Game.
Julio
game?
Jones. What
Against
you mean? When they play Atlanta, he got smoked by
Cincinnati
Julio.
So you talking?
And Calvin Ridley.
Hey Perez, let's ask the question. When did he not get smoked?
There you go.
When he's in the outside.
Man, stop.
What game
man.
was that?
Man.
Every game
The
he was
back
in
of that
the
nigga jersey
outside.
used to say barbecue chicken.
Barbecue ribs out there, boy. Like Shaq, barbecue chicken. Barbecue
Killing him
chicken.
all season.
Barbecue chicken. Shaq in the fool out there, boy. I'm telling you.
So you think the corners we have right now are better than MJ Stewart?
Carlton Davis? Yes.
No. The corners
Harris?
that play,
Yes. Andrew Adams? Yes.
Well, I mean,
Andrew
they-
Adams is
Practice
not a
squad corner
corner.
better than Jay Stewart.
Andrew Adams is not a corner, so y'all
Andrew
gotta stop
Adams is
saying he's a
safety.
corner.
You
He's
talking
not a corner.
about, you talking about Harris?
Yeah.
Harris? Yeah.
He looked good
He
okay.
stepped up
Sunday.
Sunday.
Wow.
He showed out Sunday. MJ Stewart, I know he's a rookie.
Well, yeah, he
Still got time
definitely
to grow.
showed out Sunday. But once again, I think you guys are missing the point of the front working with the back. Like I don't think you guys understand it. When you saw MJ Stewart playing, you seen him playing with that D line at the time. The D line now is so different than the D line back then. The D line now is gelling so well right now.
He's played since they done fired Mike Smith.
The D line ain't got no reason that somebody's 10 yards ahead of you on a crossing route.
That Chicago game was terrible.
Unless you're playing Mike Smith cushion.
Which is 10 yards off the ball.
Exactly. That goes along with my point. Like you guys are already saying that Harris is better than MJ when MJ didn't have everything that Harris has right now.
Yeah, but
Like you
MJ's
can't
still
say
slow.
that it's different. MJ, I don't know about
Listen,
Guys,
me personally, I would start Ryan Smith before I start MJ Stewart.
Hold on, guys.
I'm a big Ryan Smith fan.
Hold on, guys. Hold up. Let me get everybody back in line. Let me get everybody back on track. Hold on. This is going way left.
This
Let's go back.
This is what you call some true Buccaneer fans right here. This
Because it's getting hot in here, and I'm about to be a part of you know what I'm saying? Like I did this Google Hangout to kind of give some of the subscribers some shine and then talk about how they feel about the Bucks in the game and stuff like that. What I do not want in the chat room is tension.
Oh no, ain't no tension. Ain't no. We talk about these Bucks. Everybody, come on.
What it is we have so many people trying to make a point. It just gets all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So let's reel it back in. Back to the game. Let's go back to the game.
At the end of the day, y'all, we all cheer for the same team. We all just want our team to be great, damn it.
At the end of the day, we all one Buccaneer family. That's all it is.
Let's get back to the Saints game.
And what does family do? Family fights. Family argues. But
let me ask y'all a question. MJ Stewart practiced today. You think he's starting over Harris?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Probably.
I don't know. He probably will.
He'll get some snaps.
I don't want him to though.
He'll get snaps.
He's gonna get us some snaps.
I split time and then whoever gets
I wouldn't keep him in for the majority of the snaps.
You think he's starting over because MJ and Brett Grimes practice, so they both playing.
They'll start Brent Grimes.
Grimes needs to be on the bench.
They'll start Brent. Those are going to be your two corners. Right?
If Brent Grimes play, they're gonna play Brent Grimes over. They're gonna both of them.
Hard body.
But to be honest with you, like either way it go, you know what I'm saying, brother. If they do start MJ Stewart or Harris, that's who Drew Brees gonna throw the ball at because they rookies. They probably the weakest link. They're not gonna throw it to Carlton Davis. They're not gonna throw it to his side.
And that's another point. Harris is not a rookie.
Yeah, he's but
he was on the practice squad. He's on the practice squad.
But he's not a rookie though.
Practice squad.
But he's not a rookie. Is my point. Y'all judge rookies so harsh so fast.
He hasn't played a game. It don't matter if you're a rookie. You still have to play.
Didn't he play for somebody in our division? The Saints. Yeah.
The Saints.
You guys can't judge rookies so fast. Like some rookies take longer to get going than others. It just is what it is.
We're not doing the final judgment. We're just saying first impression.
Right.
Yeah.
We sit around with that logic with Vernon Hargreaves and look where he's at, or look what he's been doing, or lack thereof.
But V3 though had with Mike Smith though. I'll give him that though.
But me personally, I think Vernon Hargreaves is better than what it is. Like just because of the simple fact it was a Mike Smith defense, and he doesn't fit Mike Smith defense. He's a man-to-man corner.
Now let me say this though. Let me say this about MJ Stewart. He got thrown into the fire when Vernon Hargreaves got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
He got thrown into the fire when Vernon Hargreaves got hurt. So I will give him the benefit of the doubt, but he's not ready right now because he's lost out there.
Yes.
It's the same thing.
He ain't a slot corner though. That's the bad
I don't
thing.
like him. I hate him as a slot corner. To be 100% honest with you, I think he's dope on the outside. I don't like him as a slot corner.
No,
but he's going through the same thing.
I thought he was a safety though. Why they put him in the corner?
Because he could play safety and corner, but they're gonna put him as corner. I like him as. I think he's a shutdown cornerback on the outside. For reals. For real. Watch him. I don't even know why they even thought about putting him in the nickel. If you watch his game tape in college, he's on the outside. And he's locking fools down in the outside. In the Senior Bowl, locking niggas down in the outside. I don't know why you put him in the slot. It don't make sense to me. He locked down Justin, our other rookie we have. Anyways, point is, he's doing what Vernon Hargreaves had to go through his rookie year as well, which is learn the outside corner and the nickel spot. So that's a lot on a rookie's plate. You know,
and a Mike Smith ran defense.
Exactly.
I understand all that.
Man, I thought we're never gonna fight that fool.
When you got all these other rookie cornerbacks stepping in and shining from day one, I don't care if I was.
Yeah, but they don't have a Mike Smith for their defensive coordinator.
It don't matter. You play corner. Your job is your job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When niggas is getting behind you consistently or whatever, you sorry. You need to tighten up.
How you 10 yards off the ball, you still get burnt on the goal route?
Come on, man.
A lot of zone. A lot of zone. A lot of zone, bro. It'll be different. It'll be different thing when we man to man. That's what I've been trying to say since the get go. We a man to man team.
I feel you on that, but I don't like Vernon Hargreaves or MJ Stewart man to man because they're not on the outside anyway. Because neither one of them, they like the same type corner. Neither one of them are long, rangy corners that can run.
Yeah, I was about to say Vernon Hargreaves is really small.
He's short.
That's why Vernon Hargreaves.
They're both better in the slot, in the zone, in the slot, because they can be a little bit physical. But as far as running with somebody, they can't run with no fast receiver.
So let me ask y'all this then. In the Saints Bucks game, if it comes down to this scenario, I'm gonna give y'all a scenario. 24-21, we're winning. The Bucks got the ball at the 48-yard line. At the 48-yard line on our side, 4th down and 2. Does Dirk go for it?
No, he's punting.
That's tough.
He's gonna go for a field goal.
hey, just so you guys know, I don't know if you can hear it breaking up a lot, but just so you guys know, everybody's camera's on, so it slows the stream down and it makes things break up. So just so you guys know, if you guys want to put like the still picture on, it'll make things go smoother. Everybody be able to hear better. But what was the question? I'm sorry.
So here's a scenario. This is a scenario I'm saying. The 4th quarter, 3 minutes left. The Bucks have the ball. 24-21, we're winning. 4th and 2 at the 48-yard line, our 48-yard line. Does Dirk punt it? Give it back to Drew Brees? Does he go for it?
Oh, he punts it.
Well, he
gonna punt it.
fake punt pass.
He gonna punt it. Of course, everybody knows Dirk gonna punt it. He gonna punt it.
Now let me give you the same scenario. But Sean Payton.
He going
for it.
You get the point I'm trying to make.
That man did an onside kick in the second half for the Super Bowl. Of course,
do you get my point, fellas? Do you get my point I'm trying to make?
Yeah, you got to have heart.
That's the point I'm trying to make is Dirk, you playing with house money. You know, just go for it, bro. Like he does this every time in certain situations. He gets timid and he panics. And that's one of the biggest pet peeves of me when it comes to a head coach. When you got a chance to put the game away, put the game away.
I feel like Lovie Smith did the same thing, and I feel like that was his demise too.
He did. He was conservative.
It makes more sense with Lovie Smith though.
Hey, I'm gonna give you a Lovie Smith scenario, and this set me off with him. We were playing against the Redskins in Washington.
Oh man, I was at that
on
game.
The 1 yard line, and I was like, he gonna run Jameis up the middle. He tried to hand it to Charles Sims.
Yeah, like come on, man.
Y'all remember that?
Bro, I was at the game. I was talking.
That's when Kirk Cousins told me, "Oh, how you like that or whatever that shit."
Yeah, that's where you like that came from. I lost my shit after that.
Man,
now check this out. This past Sunday, I was watching the Jets versus the Titans. The Jets was up 16-0, right? Todd Bowles basically choked that game away. Todd Bowles had a chance to end the game by getting the first down with Josh McDowell. Didn't go for the win. Played it conservative, and they end up losing the game. This happens all the time. All the time across the NFL, college, NFL. Teams, coaches get in these situations, they be like, I'm gonna go with the analytics. The analytics says punt it and play defense. What?
What?
Man,
you gotta say
pick your damn nuts up and go for that shit. Especially if it's a game sealing drive, man. Shit, I'll go for it.
You know what makes a coach more likely to go for it? Job stability.
What?
Not being afraid that if you go for it and mess up, your job's on the line.
That's why I like Sean Payton. Sean Payton got balls.
Yes.
Sean Payton knows anything he does, he ain't getting fired.
Bill Belichick. He's not getting fired.
Exactly. That's you can't have a coach that
Marvin Lewis got a job still.
You got to understand. This coach Cutter is in a franchise that switches coaches every 2 years. It's a lot harder to go and be balls to the wall and take chances.
Not every time, but in certain situations, certain downs and distance, you just got to do it. You can't give the ball back to Drew Brees. You cannot give the ball back.
I completely agree with you. I'm just saying, I'm looking at it in his point of view, as in it would be a lot easier for him to say, fuck it, let's go for it. If you felt like if you didn't make a mistake, because think about it. Come on, you guys are all Buck fans. I know a lot of y'all are on Twitter. Y'all see the same shit I see, which is any mistake, you damn if you do, you damn if you don't. He goes for it, he misses it, everybody's calling for his job.
I wouldn't, if Dirk would have went for it, I wouldn't be mad. I'd be like, that's the right thing to do because you don't want to give the ball back to Drew Brees.
Especially Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, whoever.
Don't do it.
Well, I don't give a damn if you were 4 for inches. I'm going for it just so that way they don't get the ball back.
Exactly.
You know, Dirk Cutter did do that once, right?
Yeah,
when?
Did he call a stupid play though?
Yeah, I believe it was. I didn't like the play.
There you go.
Did he kick it?
That's what. But I'm just saying he did go for it one time. I do remember him going for it one time.
Yeah, we went for it on 4th down. But the thing about it is, if your job's on the line already, why are you scared? You ain't got nothing to lose. You already finna get fired.
Exactly.
I agree.
That's like when you was a kid and you knew you was getting ass when you went home. You're gonna wild out before you get to the crib because they're gonna want me anyway.
Exactly. You might as well shit.
Now, see, I would say this. Somebody made a good point in the chat room. Drink More Water says it's all about the D. The D's been playing good, right? How about hold the Saints to 21 points? We won't have this conversation.
I think we do.
How about we hold them to 10, less than 21? Damn it!
Do what a cow. Hold them to 10 points.
Held them to 10.
Now the defense played okay, but the defense ain't been playing that good. Shit, we just got called up by the Giants a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we wasn't the same. We wasn't playing like we've been playing the last 2 games. The Giants, we still was playing a lot of man.
But look at the offense we've been playing.
Look at the offense we've been playing. A lot of
But
zone.
What I'm saying is we have the 49ers offense isn't prolific. Carolina's a lot of gimmicky plays. We about to play a prolific offense. So
the Saints are up there with the Rams and Chiefs.
Yeah, that ain't no excuse.
Yeah.
You got to see
Rams, Chiefs, Saints, the Chargers offense.
You guys are looking at the weapons though. None of that matters. If you cut the head off, none of those weapons matter, bro. If you cut the head off, none of those weapons matter. If your D-line is wrecking the game, like our D-line was wrecking the Carolinas game, like our D-line was wrecking a good offensive line in the 49ers, if they continue to wreck those lines, none of those weapons matter. And that's why I think we got a shot.
Where it matters at the red zone. That's where it matters at.
Yeah, as I said earlier, the red zone.
I'll say this: we're screwed if they're in the red zone. They're gonna score. They're gonna score because
I just got some news. Corey Fleming, one of the guys in the chat, he says, "I'm hearing Michael Thomas has an ankle injury."
Oh yeah, he's gonna
play. He's gonna play, bro.
It's only Wednesday, y'all. It's only Wednesday. You just gotta give that a shot. He's ready to go.
Yeah, he's gonna play. You know how bad.
I play football. We all play football.
Wants to beat us.
We all play football. Ankle injuries is no joke.
You can't run. You barely stand on it.
All they're gonna do is they're gonna take that joke and numb that boy up.
Y'all know how bad Sean Payton wants to beat us, bro.
Really bad. He gonna try to run the score up on us.
This is a revenge game for them.
Yeah,
this is a revenge game for the revenge game. There was week 1 was supposed to be the revenge game.
Last year we beat them last year too at the end of the season.
That's what I'm saying.
That was the only division win.
They said that we've never beaten the Saints 3 times in a row.
Ooh.
Well, no one's ever threw 81 touchdowns for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers either, but that got broken, right?
True that.
I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible. I was just
been around that long to do that.
Hey, do y'all think we went out or what?
Oh, if we win this game, I think we do. If we win this game, we win out.
Yeah,
we
that
got
Cowboys
a
game
chance
scares me though.
Really depend on what we do Sunday.
Damn, Michael Thomas, he dancing up there in practice neither.
I think that Ravens team is kind of scary, to be honest with you.
The Cowboys, man. Our run defense with Elliott.
Nah, I'm not worried about that.
Okay, listen at this. They tackle Ryan Ramczyk, shoulder injury. They tackle Tyron Armstead, pictorial fullback Zach Line, he got a concussion. A defensive tackle got a hip injury. They all was limited in practice. Michael Thomas didn't practice, period.
Ooh.
But JPP didn't practice today either.
Yeah, exactly.
So
It don't mean nothing right now.
I don't react until I hear the day of. Until Sunday, I see that red inactive. That's when I react.
Let him not practice Saturday or Friday. Then we could start.
It's gonna be questionable. There's gonna be a bunch of questionables.
Yeah, don't worry about questionables now. It's all about Saturday and it's definitely Sunday where it's official.
Sean Payton will shoot him up and tell him go play for me. He trusts me.
Sean Payton gonna be so aggressive this game. He's gonna be so aggressive.
I mean, they low key still kind of need this game. I mean, they don't have it's not like they have the. I mean, technically they do because I don't believe in the Panthers, but they really don't have the division wrapped up yet.
It's about the
they
seedings.
got the division. They just don't have.
It's about the seedings.
That top seed. They don't have their home field advantage.
They want that. They're trying to get that.
They need that. Because they go to the West Coast and win.
Because it's gonna come down between them and the Rams, and they want to play the Rams in New Orleans.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. They're not good on the West Coast.
Yeah, they're not. The Rams are going to get that spot.
The Rams should have beat them, honestly, that game, honestly. It's just that they was smarter. He was too aggressive on some stuff. He tried to do trick plays, and that's what screwed him up.
I would say this, though, with this Sunday's game, one of the big things, that we've been playing better in the last few weeks, we cannot turn the ball over. Jameis has to play a perfect game.
Oh yeah, that was one other thing I wanted to talk about because I heard you before I got in here. I heard you guys talking about if you think that he turned the corner, right?
Who said that?
You guys were talking about this earlier before I got in here. You had asked a question if you asked everybody if they thought that Jameis had turned the corner.
I think I did on one of my other videos, but I don't remember talking about.
We talked about it in here. We did.
Yeah.
We was talking about it.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I wanted to say about that was I don't think he turned the corner. I think Jameis what Jameis is doing right now, I think he already turned that corner last year. I think he was already this last year, bro. What it is if he would have came in and played week 1 and never had to be suspended, this is what you would have seen week 1. You would have seen already this. He was already taking care of the ball in preseason. He was already doing like
I agree.
What happened?
What about the Cincinnati game?
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying
he was pressing.
Exactly. I think the whole
Fitzpatrick
Exactly. He's seen and all the media, you see how this team looks with Fitzpatrick. It looks so different. Yeah, of course. They hate him. They can have a black quarterback if he's a runner first. They don't want no black in the pocket quarterback. They don't want no real quarterback to be black. That's what it is. And that's what I think. It was all this Fitzpatrick, look what he's doing with Deshaun Jackson, and look at what he's doing with Mike Evans, and da-da-da-da. And I think Jameis came back feeling like, I got to show that I can make my team look like that.
The thing with Jameis, it's not just his skin tone, it's the reputation he had coming out of college. Ever since then, he's always been surveillance for every sexist comment or move he's made. So that's what makes him such a hated player. It's not just his skin tone. It's just him as a person for his actions and dumb decisions he made. And that's what Tampa knew drafting him.
I mean, they don't talk that much shit about Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, but he's white.
That's my point.
There.
That's my point.
But he wasn't doing it coming out of college.
Didn't he get what's it called about being raped or whatever? Didn't he supposedly rape somebody?
That was like his second year. And I get what you're saying, but I'm saying that Jameis had a lot of issues coming out of college of his character. So ever since then, he's been surveillance for it. Because with Ben, they just threw it under the rug. But with Jameis, he's always had. It's like they took everything because of what happened out of college of that big rape thing.
Yeah.
Big Ben had 2 charges. He had two cases about rape, possible rape too.
And he had that when he was driving on his motorcycle drunk too. Yep. And he got in that car accident. That motorcycle.
So you know what's so crazy about that whole Big Ben thing? Similar quarterbacks, right? Jameis and Big Ben, similar quarterbacks, similar size, similar game.
Similar arms.
Yep.
Same type of quarterback. One's white, one's black.
One thing is Jameis got a kid.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, Big Ben got 2. I think Big Ben got 2. Yeah.
I didn't know he was paying child support.
But one thing I will say about Jameis, man, he has a lot of mental fortitude, man. He's very mentally tough.
Yeah.
For a 24-year-old kid, 24-year-old young man, he's very tough. He's very tough-minded.
Like that flip flopping with him and Ryan Fitzpatrick, it kind of like fucked his head up a little bit.
That definitely
I think that humbled him.
But now that he knows that he's the full-time quarterback, no matter what he does, he's going out and he's balling right now. That man literally balling.
I think him seeing Fitzpatrick suffer against the Bears and the Giants and the Redskins, I think him seeing that let him know, like, okay, it wasn't me. Because I feel like when Fitzpatrick was doing what he was doing, it was really just the NFL. The NFL didn't know how to guard a Deshaun Jackson, Mike Evans, and a Chris Godwin. Like, they don't know how to guard that. They didn't know when we were going to come out. Not only that, the NFL is looking and waiting for us with a Dirk Cutter offensively led team, not a Todd Monken. Todd Monken came out and said, I'm going to throw it on first down. The NFL said, what? Like, they didn't know how to guard that. They didn't know how to
first play of the
game. Yeah, like they didn't understand. They didn't understand what was happening. And then once they found out, said, okay, we see what you're doing with Deshaun. We see Chris Godwin now, and we see who's calling the plays and how he's calling plays. They shut that shit down, and that just happened to be when Winston's coming back. And boom, Winston's over here trying to look like Fitzpatrick, and the NFL's like, no. Matter of fact, they did that before he came back. The Bears game,
upstairs.
They shut him down. They shut down Fitzpatrick. Like, you're not doing it. You're not looking like that no more. Sorry, you're not going to do that.
It takes a couple weeks. It takes a couple weeks in the season to get used to it and figure them out.
Yeah, I think another thing that hurt Jameis was Deshaun Jackson is trying to force.
Man, listen, man. I was a Deshaun Jackson fan.
Me too.
Until he came with the Bucs.
Me too. I'm a big Deshaun Jackson dude. He's from Long Beach Poly. I'm in Cali. You know what I'm saying? Same year as me and everything. I'm good with Deshaun. I don't want him on the team no more, bro. I'm done with him.
I don't. That man is a crybaby. Like,
he's just like Odell.
It didn't just hurt Jameis though. I think it hurt Dirk Cutter too, because I feel like Dirk Cutter was calling plays trying to force it to Deshaun Jackson along with Jameis forcing it. And it was just like, yo, let it come naturally, man. Just play your game. You got all these weapons. Why are you trying to force it to one person? He's crying. So what?
I gotta get Deshaun Jackson the deep ball.
Come on, it's not working. Stop it.
I did a video or like a rant about this because I watched one of these interviews, and they were interviewing Dirk Cutter, and he was talking about how he basically, this was after the 49ers game, I believe. I could be wrong. I think it had to have been it was the 49ers game because it was before the Panther game. So he was talking about how he had to have Jameis and Deshaun Jackson in the film room together so they can figure out, why are we missing Deshaun? Why is he not seeing Deshaun and this and this? And I'm thinking, yo, like, wait, we just won a game. Mike Evans had his 1,000 yards. JPP just had his 10 sack. We broke that curse. We just finally got a turnover. And you want to sit our franchise quarterback and make it a thing about how come we didn't see Deshaun Jackson? Like, who cares? We winning. Everybody else got touchdowns. It must be that pissed me off so bad. That was one of the things that, and I don't know if you guys know yet, but I love Dirk Cutter. I think he's great as a head coach, but there's a few things that I don't like, and that was like, once you start messing with my franchise quarterback, I was like done. I was done.
I like Dirk Cutter more of a coach than a head coach.
Like, I'll forget y'all. Like for me, like, I work at the stadium. I work at the stadium all home games. So y'all really don't see what I see when it comes down to Jameis and Deshaun Jackson.
They're not cool. They're not cool. They're not cool at all.
They are not.
They don't fuck with each other.
They do not like each other. It's like when Jameis like in the 49ers game.
He did it on purpose. I think he did it on purpose. He threw a couple dirt balls on purpose.
He threw them at his feet. He threw like that deep ball, like that what really did it with Jameis when Jameis threw Deshaun that deep ball. And if Deshaun would have never slowed down on that deep ball when he beat Richard Sherman, that was a touchdown. He slowed down. This man, like, on all deep balls that Jameis threw him, he slows down and stops running. So then what Jameis did in the 49ers game, he was like, okay, since you want to do that, you ain't catching shit. If I throw you the ball, I'm throwing that bitch at your feet.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew he was doing it on purpose. I knew it.
And they was arguing on the sideline too. And I don't call them arguing on the sideline.
You say you didn't call them arguing
on the sideline between Jameis and Deshaun. They do not like each other. They do not like each other.
I knew it.
They don't like each other.
I think that started from when Deshaun came out talking about, oh yeah, we need to keep the hot hand. And
exactly. Ryan Fitzpatrick, he's my quarterback.
Yeah. That was stupid. That
was causing a mutiny, man. He was trying to cause them like some damn this side or this side. Like, come on, man.
Trying to divide the locker room.
Like if y'all look at the damn like the game film and all that shit, like you will see what I see. Like when it comes down to Jameis Winston, Deshaun Jackson would slow down. He'll drop a ball. With the Giants game, Deshaun Jackson could have caught that ball, that interception that Jameis threw in the Giants game when he made the comeback. Deshaun Jackson could have caught that if he'd have jumped.
I don't know if he could have caught it, but he could have fought for it at least.
At least he don't fight for the ball when it comes down to Jameis. He don't do none of that. But as soon as Ryan Patrick get in the game, he jumping around, he happy, he dancing, he running full speed.
He not complaining, catching it, and if it's a deep route and he don't got a lot of separation, he not fighting for it. That's just how he is.
Hey, well, look, let me ask you a question because you work at the stadium, right? And I was talking to my homeboy about this Sunday, and I could be wrong, but this is just something I think. I don't think Dirk Cutter likes Ronald Jones. I don't think he liked that pick.
That's a good one.
Me personally, I don't know, but as far as I know, Ronald Jones been hurt.
I think he loves Ronald Jones.
He had some kind of ankle injury or toe injury or something like that.
Man. I don't think so because Jacquizz. First of all, I like Peyton Barber, and I don't understand why we don't run him more. But he gives Jacquizz Rodgers so much love, and I'd be like, wow.
Because they know each other from Atlanta,
and that's cool. But that ain't winning. You know what I'm saying? Like that's.
I don't be like I said earlier. That man is a human bowling ball. That's all he does.
The fact that Rojo doesn't get a lot of reps makes me think that Dirk Cutter, because when he talks about him, you can see him light up when he talks about Rojo. I think he really likes Rojo a lot, and I think that's why he doesn't give him the ball a lot, because I think he tries to see like, okay, can we get something going? And as soon as he sees like, okay, still not the line's still not good enough, or we still not, he'll pull him and not let him look bad anymore. Like the only reason why he likes Jacquizz is because Jacquizz is a third down running back who can block. He knows he's blocking. You know what I'm saying?
Give me Rojo on third down. Give me Rojo on third downs. Come on, man.
Yeah, but let me ask you this:
because his blocking assignments.
Does it seem like when Rojo gets in the game, he calls or whoever calls different run plays from what they call for Peyton Barber?
Yes.
Every time he touches the ball, somebody is in his face.
Yes.
If you notice,
that does happen.
If you notice, not only that, but if you notice when he does call different run plays, they usually run it to what side? The left, with Marpet and Donovan Smith. The better side of the damn line. Not the side with Beninock where he getting beat 24/7. They run it to the left.
But he's still getting smashed every time he touches the ball.
He is. I think that's the O-line. I just think we not really a good O-line type of, run.
We only got one good lineman, man.
I think it's him forcing. I think that we should use Rojo more like a swing back. Let him run and get.
He's using like Alvin Kamara.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
Let me say this.
Like an Alvin Kamara or a Kareem Hunt, or when he was in the league or whatever. Like use him like that. Don't just like sabotage the man's season.
We need to use him in shotgun.
We haven't talked
some screen plays or some shit.
We haven't talked about one particular guy that much, and I know a lot of us don't like this guy or have a problem with this guy on the team. Huh?
I said you might be wrong, but go ahead.
Caleb Beninock.
Oh, he gotta go.
Trash. He gonna clean out his locker right now because he won't be biting next year. Go clean your locker out.
Hey. Can I just say something? I don't like when y'all say a Bucks player is trash, man. It just
not good. It's not good, man.
It just irks me. Look, check it out. And
he's the worst guard in the league.
Hold on. Look, has he been trash this year? Definitely. He definitely played better last year.
The turnstile.
I'm just saying he definitely played. He was actually a good player last year. This year he has been trash. He has. I agree with you. He has definitely been the weakest link on the O line. and not only the weakest link, but he's definitely been trash. He's been a matter of fact. Alex Kappa came in for a couple of plays and did better than him.
No,
Maybe not the first two plays. Not the first two plays. No, not the first two plays. After that, he did.
Was getting destroyed.
No, only the first two plays, bro. Only the first two plays, bro.
Destroyed. Jameis Winston was running for his life.
The first two plays, yes, that was it.
The whole time I was watching him, whoever he was guarding was killing him.
Telling you, bro.
Listen, if the name had Alan Marpet, you can go.
I think we should draft a tackle.
We will.
If the name had Alan Marpet, you can go.
We need to draft that guy from Bama.
Now we need to kick Donovan Smith to the inside.
Donovan Smith's fine.
I put Donovan Smith
left
right
tackle
to see what he do.
Demir Dotson, bye.
Demir Dotson got to go. He's over.
No, wait a minute now. Demir Dotson was a top 5 right tackle last year.
Yeah, DeMar Dotson is the truth.
What he is now.
He's getting older. That's about it. He's getting older.
Well, you kick Donovan Smith to the right side and draft a left tackle.
Yeah, correct.
Yep.
I agree with that. Yeah,
from Bama.
No, man.
Jonathan Williams from Bama.
Bro. Leave the left side alone.
Just draft for the draft this year from Tennessee State. Man.
Donovan Smith has 4 years. 4 years. He still can't defend the speed rushers.
The speed rushers that beat him are speed rushers that beat everybody. Like it's not
to be an elite left tackle. To be an elite left tackle, you need to be solid pass blocking and run blocking. Speed rush. No.
The left tackle is the highest paid. You know, you're blocking the blind side.
Yes,
but this is my point though. It's like y'all talk about it like we don't have the number 1 passing offense.
Fam.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I understand he's not elite. I understand he's not elite.
He's serviceable.
He's not bad to where we have to use a draft pick to go take care of him. He does his job, bro.
You don't need a serviceable left tackle.
He'll get beat with some elite pass rushers, but so does everybody else.
We don't need a serviceable left tackle.
David, let me make this point to you. We have the number 1 passing offense, right? Because that's by yards. We're not winning games.
Exactly.
We're not winning games because of defense. You can't say that's not the
too much pressure on us. Davis getting sacked. Fitzpatrick was getting sacked. Like, what do you mean? This is the defense. We don't have a good defense.
Everybody gets sacked. Everybody gets sacked. We're not the only team out there getting sacked.
Okay, but whoever was that? You Isaiah that just said it. We can't run the ball. Do you not know we are 29th, 30th in the league and running the ball?
Yep. But again, so let me ask you this. Would you rather be better at running the ball, but we like 16th in offense overall?
If we 8-3, 8-4,
that would mean that we are balanced offense. We balanced.
So you rather be a balanced offense that's in the middle of the pack of the whole NFL.
As long as our record is 8-4, yep.
But that's what I'm saying. The record doesn't.
I take 5 and 7 because we don't put points up.
But the record doesn't reflect the offense. The record reflects the team.
Wow. Okay, team. But you want to talk about the offense? It's going by passing yards.
Right.
We throw the ball there, but we don't score.
I do agree with
David, though. The defense is the reason that we've been losing for like the last.
Let me put you on something. Check this out. I'm gonna run this down. I'm not gonna give no numbers or nothing. I'm gonna run these teams down. Seahawks, Panthers, Texans, Rams, Broncos, Cowboys, Ravens, 49ers, Saints, Chargers, all in the top 10 and running the ball. The 49ers is the only team that's the outlier. But the rest of those teams are fighting for a playoff spot in the playoff.
And all those teams have defenses too.
The Saints, not Saints, but
we're not talking about defense. We're talking about running game. Running game matters.
Why it matters? It only matters for them because they have a defense.
They got an O-line. They got an O-line to block.
I understand they have an O-line that makes them run the ball.
We're talking about O-line, running the game, running the ball. Look at those teams. Those teams can run the ball.
I understand that, but I'm saying the only reason why they're in playoff contention is because they win games. The only reason why they can win games because they're running the ball is because they have a defense.
But you run the ball,
you have to have a defense.
But the thing is, the defense will be better if we can run the ball.
Thank you.
Yep. Run the clock down.
How to lead the defense on the sideline more and let them get rest. And
the Rams are balanced. The Texans are balanced.
You do know that we control more of the clock than those other teams, right? You do know we have more.
Still losing games.
Hold on. The 49ers, you just named the 49ers. They're the third best running offense, third best. We controlled the clock more than they did. Why? Because Jameis Winston was picking the defense apart little by little, passing the ball. So you can control the clock while you're passing the ball if you're good at passing the ball.
Understandable.
The difference is you just have to have a defense. It's not about running the ball. What good is controlling the clock and running the ball if you don't score? Or you know what I'm saying? Like, and stop the other team from scoring back. Like,
the thing is, we.
That's not the point I'm making, though. That's not. I think you're going the right.
We are a one-dimensional team with no defense.
Right.
Yep.
And no offensive line.
The point I'm making is by being able to run the ball in November and December helps the defense so much. So you have to be able to run the ball. You have to be able to run the ball. It's facts. It is facts.
But you're saying running the ball helps the defense because it keeps the defense off the field. Because it keeps the defense off the field and it keeps them fresh. I agree with you. But you can do the same thing passing the ball. That's what Jameis is doing now. Jameis has been controlling the clock, throwing the ball, keeping the defense off the field.
Because we have no run game.
I understand we don't have a run game. What I'm saying is you can do the same thing. You're making it seem like we're a lesser team. Like a team that can run the ball is a better team than a team that can throw the ball. That's not true. If we can be balanced, give me that. I don't want to be one-sided. Of course. Being balanced is the best thing you can be. What I'm saying is you're making it seem like if you run the ball, you're better than a team that can throw the ball. Obviously, you want to be somewhere in the balance.
No. You can manage the clock better.
I think you went wrong with.
And by you running the ball, chews the clock up.
Exactly. So
what I'm saying is, it takes pressure.
If you throw the ball, you might throw the ball out of bounds, or somebody catch it and run out of bounds, or whatever. By you run the ball up the middle, that chew the clock up.
If you don't have a running game, you don't have a running game, that puts a lot of pressure on the quarterback.
When you quarterback, and that causes more turnover.
It puts a lot of pressure on the quarterback.
I 100% agree with you. It puts a lot more pressure on your quarterback, and it makes a lot more turnovers. I 100% agree with you. What I'm saying is, we're a pass-first team.
We all know that.
Whether you're talking about all the teams that are in the NFL, whether they're a running team or a passing team, we get more yards than any of them.
Yeah, so but 90% of it is passing, though.
I understand that.
Our record is
95%.
But those yards that is more than everybody else tells the rest of the NFL we move the ball more than anybody.
Yeah,
yes,
you said
move the ball more than.
Here's an example right here. Here's an example. All that what you're saying. 16-3 Redskins, 505 yards total offense, 3 points. So I don't care about moving the ball. If we can't score and run the ball, we're not going to win games.
You got to understand. First of all, you got to understand those scores that you just gave me. That's under Fitzpatrick. Jameis Winston has scored nothing but at least 23 points every time he's on the field. At least 23.
Jameis play in the Redskins game?
No,
that was Fitzpatrick.
That was Fitzpatrick.
No.
Okay.
Jameis came in the fourth quarter of the Giants game where we only had 7 points, I believe, or 3 points, one of the two, and scored off 4 touchdowns in a row.
4 straight drives.
Straight drives.
But the thing about it is, the more you pass the ball, like you said, the more turnovers. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Like me personally, like I would rather have a more balanced offense that's probably middle of the pack, with an offensive line, less turnovers, and win more games. And then instead of being a one-dimensional team with no offensive line, no defense, a lot of turnovers, as you can see from Jameis and Fitzpatrick.
I'd rather have an offense, whether it's running the ball all the time, like the Panthers, or it's throwing the ball all the time, like the Saints or the Bucks. I just want an offense that'll get me down the field. I want an offense that's not going to go 3 and out. That's all I care about. I don't want an
better
offense
play
that's
caller. Better play caller.
I understand, but you got to understand football philosophy. Well, even the games where early in the season when we were up, those teams were coming back because we couldn't run the ball and chew that clock up.
Yep.
And we had no defense.
Exactly. Like that's the main part is the defense.
The defense is the main part, but the thing is when you
what helps the defense? What helps the defense? What helps the defense?
The run game.
That's what I'm saying. You got to make up for it in other places. If you know you're weak on defense, Why are we gonna keep passing the ball, going 3 and out, throwing turnovers, getting fumbles when it's like, yo, run the ball, chew the clock up, and make this a shorter game. Keep Drew Brees or Tom Brady or Matt Ryan, or keep them on the sideline with it, and don't give them the control to win the
If
game.
you're not strong up front.
Let me ask you this. Let's just say we had a run game. Do you think our defense would have been better?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because they'll be off the field.
Nah.
So you really think that
that's why it's called football team?
No shit. But you telling me that because we can run the ball, that makes your defense better?
Yes, it does. Everybody's you're the only one that thinks like that. Like you thinking like
when your defense is constantly on the field, they're tired. You know what I'm saying? Look at the Falcons and the Patriots.
Running the ball makes your team better.
Super Bowl a couple years
like
ago. That's a prime example right there.
Me personally, my honest opinion, if I was the Bucs and I know I had a defense like that, I would try to keep my offense on the field more.
Mm-hmm.
How you keep your offense on the field more is running the ball.
You couldn't let me be dirt cutter because I run Peyton Barber into the dirt.
I run that motherfucker just like I ran Cadillac for 5 years.
I run that straight into the dirt.
Yeah, running back by committee, it's even better.
But see, all
at
that
least I don't run
running doesn't mean that when you're not strong up the trenches, though.
Yeah. When's the last time we even had a good old line, though?
Exactly. Never.
Listen, I will run blisters up on the Peyton Barber seat.
Draft better linemen.
Lovie Smith, he messed the old line up because we
draft better linemen. Draft better linemen. Got to.
We had an old line. Like I said,
back when Doug Marr was running the ball.
Yeah, that's when Doug went for 1,000 his first season and like 8 or something or whatever his second season.
Man, Doug
was
on that Adderall though, man.
But at the end of the day, though, we gotta have an O line to complement the running game. You know what I'm saying?
So the Saints could run the ball, right?
Of course. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We all know that.
So how come their defense isn't good?
What? They defense, it won't good at
first.
Look,
man. Look, man. Come on, man. Look, man.
So you think the defense is good?
The Saints got the #1 run defense in the NFL right now.
They also got the worst passing defense in the NFL.
No, they don't, because we got the worst passing defense.
No, we don't.
No, Cincinnati does, I think.
Cincinnati does.
We have a better passing defense than the Saints do.
On paper, we do.
We're still like 27, though.
We're the fifth worst pass defense in the NFL. Fifth worst.
And the Saints are worse.
The Saints are the third worst.
On paper, we got a worse defense, but who defense do you taking? Ours or the Saints?
I'm taking
ours.
I'll take the Saints.
Give me the Saints.
I take Arthur Beckwith and Quan back.
Let me tell you why. Because the Saints defense, they get turnovers.
Damn right.
Sacks.
We don't got no Marshawn Lattimores or nothing like that.
Man, I think
player wise, I would say this. Player wise,
huge though.
You can break it down. The Saints and the Bucs defense, right? Marshawn Lattimore, like best corners. Carlton Davis, Marshawn Lattimore.
Same drive. No,
Von Bell, Marcus Williams, Justin Evans, Jordan Whitehead.
I'm gonna take our safeties any day.
We probably got to work on one up on safety.
And you'll take anybody over Eli Apple.
I take myself over Eli Apple.
Right. Okay, let's go to the linebackers. They got Alex Alzone, and Quan Levante and Kendall Beckwith, right? Our linebackers are probably better than them.
Yeah.
Right. So we'll take the Bucs linebackers. Their D line, you got Marcus Davenport, Sheldon Rankins, a couple other people, Cam Jordan versus Gerald McCoy, JPP, Vinny Curry, Noah Spence, oh Lord, and Bo Allen, Mitch, and Villa.
Ooh.
And Dennis Allen versus Mark Duffner.
Yeah, give me the Saints defense.
We have better safeties. We have better linebackers.
Bro, our defense has been garbage for like the last 7 to 8 years, man.
10 at the most.
So I'm trying to figure out why y'all like the down New Orleans defense so much when they gave up more yards than us. They only have 4 more sacks than us.
They got better. That's all they have better.
We had statistically the worst defense in the history of the NFL, bro.
After 7 weeks.
Do you know we played the Saints, the Steelers? Come on, bro. Like no one else would have had the schedule we had. No one had the schedule
shut down the Saints.
We beat the Saints.
We beat the Saints. We came like what a field goal from beating Pittsburgh.
I understand that, but you're asking why we were what we were as a defense. We had a young defense going against the Steelers and the Saints. Like that's gonna
And
put a
Mike
lot of
Smith.
yards on.
That's
Mike
not an
Smith.
excuse, man.
So okay, here's
So
break.
okay,
It's
so
not an excuse. Why?
A young defense.
let me say this. Let me say this. So can you explain to me why our defense made fucking Mitchell Trubisky look like the new Tom Brady?
Come on, man. I'm about to say, dog. Think about all the average quarterbacks or the sorry quarterbacks in the last couple of years that we've made look tremendous.
Made them look like fucking Joe Montana and Terry Bradshaw and Dan Marino out there, some pure gunslingers.
Case Keenum.
I'm talking about this year, bro. I'm talking about this year, bro.
5 touchdowns.
Mitchell Trubisky.
Come on now.
I mean, Mike Smith. It is what it is.
5. I don't
Wait,
care.
so do y'all think it's the players or was it Mike Smith though?
Mike Smith should have been fired at the beginning of this, before the season started. He should have been fired.
Man, Mike Smith should have never been hired. Period.
I know.
Dirk, that's why Dirk will probably get fired. Dirk will probably get fired for being too loyal to Mike Smith.
Definitely.
We done had the worst defense in the NFL for the last 3 years under Mike Smith.
Longer than I'm talking about ever since.
I'm talking about just up under Mike Smith hit it just itself with the defense. Well, but some of the people we got on defense now that's played up under Mike Smith.
We got talent.
3 years in a row. Up under Mike Smith, we've had the worst defense in the NFL. We almost broke history this year. We came close to breaking history when we played Chicago.
Look,
well, another thing is, I don't think the players even like Mike Smith's scheme though. They were like, man,
they don't. You can tell they didn't like Mike Smith's scheme. Mike Smith's scheme is what caused not Levante, but Quan to get hurt.
Yep. That typical red zone blitz he does.
Come on, man. That's what that shit was. That's what got Quan hurt.
The all-out blitz he does when they're inside the 10-yard line.
You send the whole fucking football team at one person and been 40-yard pass down the field. And you got the corners 10, 15 yards off the ball.
I mean, it's I mean, we can go on all night about the Bucs, man, but at the end of the day,
I'm just glad we don't have Mike Smith though.
Right.
Like y'all should have seen me. Y'all should have seen me in this house when I found out that Mike Smith got fired. Man, I literally jumped and hit my head on the roof. Okay, I jumped and hit my head on the roof. I'm already 6'3", so when I jump, I almost hit. Man, I hit my head on the roof when I found out Mike Smith got fired.
Oh yeah, everybody was happy. I made a video of that one.
Okay, man, I was about the happiest person in the fucking America.
Ran to work and made a live video in the car on the clock.
Boy, I was so happy, boy. I was so happy.
Oh man, look at you.
But it ain't just Mike Smith though. It was Mike Smith, but look at it. Ever since Greg Schiano took over, and then Lovie Smith.
Man, I like Greg Schiano's defense. That defense was raw though.
Look at Greg Schiano defense at Ohio State.
Rough.
Like when Greg Schiano was there, we had the number 1 run defense, but we had
the number 1 run defense.
Levante was looking like all pro in his defense.
Our secondary was trash though.
It's always been trash.
Yeah, but I mean that was the beginning of the end right there.
EJ Biggles.
So let me ask y'all this then. Let me ask y'all this. Do y'all think one more draft under Jason Light will be good?
No.
Well, I don't know.
Get rid of the fool,
man. He needs to be. If not, he's done.
Because it looks like it's an every other year thing for him.
Like me personally, in this year's draft, I would go out. I would go at the offensive line in first round of this year's draft.
Yes, sir.
That's what I would do. But if what he's gonna do, he's gonna go for fucking defense.
Well, so what I'm about to do, we've been chatting for about 2 hours now. A good session.
Yes.
I will gather some cliff notes on this. I was making cliff notes and on what can be better on next chats and stuff like that and topics and all that. And I'll let more people in and out. So I'm gonna get closing thoughts from everybody about the Bucks versus Saints game. I'll start with Real Talk Perez.
What was the question?
We're doing a roundup. Pretty much a roundup on the Saints and Bucks game, giving everybody a chance to kind of speak their last comments about the game this coming Sunday before we end this chat.
Okay, well, Bucks Saints. I basically said it in the beginning, man. I just think we win this game if our D-line continues to gel the way it's been clicking these last 2 weeks, and wreck the game. I think we could win this team. I think it'll be probably I say 27, maybe even 30 points for the Bucks, and 23 to 20 points for the Saints. I think the defense will. I think the defense will surprise a lot of people. I think Jameis is going to do what Jameis does and drive down the field. And I just think that's how the game's going to go. We don't. Hopefully, we don't get a lot of turnovers. The Saints, for some reason, they get the flukiest turnovers, so that kind of worries me. But yeah, that's how I see the game going.
All right, these.
I think the key to winning this game is keying on Alvin Kamara and stopping Michael Thomas. I believe that if we put Adams, in our nickel, when he plays the nickel linebacker, I believe if we get him the key on, Kamara and at least slow him down, maybe not stop him, and we can, put the clamps on Michael Thomas, and like you said, play solid defense. At least just get pressure. If we can get pressure, I believe that we got enough firepower. We can put more points up in them, but we got to stop their main weapons. And they're like Carolina. They really only have like two main weapons: Kamara and Michael Thomas. If we can put clamps on them, I feel like we can win this game.
Okay, that's good. That's a good breakdown right there too, man. I appreciate that. Keith, what do you think, man?
I'm gonna just go off of what Deez just said. Like me personally, I would play nickel the whole game so that way I can know that I would have a secondary person on Alvin Kamara because our linebackers are too slow to keep up with him. Like me personally, that's what I would do. I would play nickel the whole entire game and put clamps on Michael Thomas and let everybody else, let Drew Brees try to beat us with other people, the Mark Ingrams and the Taquan Smiths and whatever the other dude name is. Don't let their star players beat us. If we can stop their star players, we will win the game 27-10.
Oh, okay. I think you went out on 27-10. Saints gonna score 10 points. All right.
And we have to hold them under 21 points.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. Steven, appreciate it, man.
Yeah. I think just Kamara is the main goal, just to stop him. Because we ain't got nobody to stop Kamara. Look at McCaffrey though, ran all over us.
But see, that's only 10 carries though.
I'm just
and New Orleans don't do gadget plays.
Yeah, but I don't know who they're gonna put on Kamara to stop him. That's gonna be a hard matchup.
Yeah,
but I would just let Kamara get his, and that's it, and just lock down everybody else.
And what you think the score gonna be, Steven?
I think we're gonna win on a field goal, 27-24.
Oh, that's a close game there. Divisional games always close.
I think the Saints will get over 20 points. There's no way with our defense. I know our defense is playing better, but man, we ain't got the Dallas defense.
We can show up this game and show something, show out.
Listen, don't line up off of Michael Thomas 10 yards off the ball. Play that man bump and run just like Byron Jones did.
Oh yeah, don't put. I hope they don't put Grimes on Thomas.
Oh
no, they're gonna put Carlton Davis on it because Carlton Davis is Michael Thomas's that they like the same height and almost the same size.
That is true.
So all that heat.
Hey, wait, what about Andrew Adams though? Wonder how he's gonna do though.
He'll be safe.
Put him on Kamara.
Play that nickel and put him on Alvin Kamara the whole game.
No, he'll be playing safety all game.
Nickel, because Evans and Whitehead gonna start, so he plays like a nickel linebacker, where it's like the little hybrid,
yep.
like
4-2, like a 4-2-5, like a 4-2-6, something like that, a 4-2-5.
Yeah, right.
But hold on, I'm gonna say this to say this. Justin Evans is hurt. He's
and
out.
Carlton Davis hurt too.
Yeah, no, but see, Carlton Davis and Brent Grimes practiced today, and they I guess they playing on Sunday. But Justin Evans, he's on the
all year long.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to play, so I think it's going to be Andrew Adams at safety all game with Jordan Whitehead.
But see, if you put Andrew Adams,
not Isaiah Johnson,
linebacker, and man,
I don't want Isaiah Johnson out there. No, Isaiah Johnson does not need to be out there.
No, don't put Isaiah Johnson.
He's not playing. He's hurt. He's not playing either.
Good. So, Steven, that was your closing remarks from the game, Steven?
Yeah, man.
Hey, Travis, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What up?
Give me your closing thoughts about the Bucks versus Saints game this Sunday, man. What you think? Breakdown.
So, gotta have control of the clock, time of possession, contain Breeze, Kamara as much as possible. Got to get them force those turnovers. But rivalry games, you never know, man. I'm gonna say 28-31 Bucks.
Ooh, that's over 20 points, huh? That many points.
I believe it, man. You seen the first game. I know it's a different type of scenario, but the way our defense is looking and the way both teams have upgraded and changed the way they've came at games, it's gonna be close because there's no way a division rivalry is gonna be a blowout like that. So I'm gonna say 31-28. Us.
31-28. All right. Well,
what about you, Isaiah? You got your input.
Yeah, I'm gonna close it out. You know what I'm saying, and then we're gonna sign out and we're gonna shout out to everybody in the chat room. But my thoughts on this game overall, like we all talked about throughout this whole conversation, this whole Google Hangout. This is a divisional rivalry. We play on twice a year, every year, and they always tough, and it always come down to the fourth quarter.
But it comes down.
It's gonna come down to me. I'm looking at it from a hierarchy, from an overview. It's gonna come down to the coaching. In the fourth quarter, who's going to make the right adjustments in the fourth quarter? I think it's going to be tight throughout the game. The Saints are going to be tight. The Bucs is going to be tight because they both teams want to win. The Saints want to keep the number 2 seed chasing number 1. The Bucs are scratching and clawing to get in. So Dirk is going to coach. He's going to coach uptight along with Sean Payton. But it's going to come down to the fourth quarter. Who can make the key plays or make the right calls to put their team in the position to win the game? Now, I can go into details as far as players wise, but it's really going to come down to Dirk versus Sean in the fourth quarter. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna go in with the Bucs. Of course, I'm going with the Bucs in this game because 48-40 or 48-41 in the first game, that will not happen. Both teams would not score 40 points.
No.
Two different teams now. The Bucs gotten better since Mark Duffner came or took over. And the Saints reeled off 10 in a row before they got beat by the Cowboys. So the Saints are a whole different team from week 1. So with that being said, I'm going to pick 28-21 Bucs. There you go. We're going to pull it out our ass.
Hey, wait, one more question real quick. Can y'all hear me right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
so if we lose, do you think Dirk Cutter's getting fired?
Dirk will be fired regardless.
I will
make the playoffs.
I will say this. It's two scenarios here. You got to look at it from two different spectrums. I already went out on a limb and said if we win this game, we're going to go 9-7 because we're going to have so much momentum. We're going to close hard and we're going to be hungry. But if we lose this game, unplug the mic, wrap it up, and start thinking about the draft because if we lose this game, we're out pretty much. So we playing for the playoffs. They playing to get in. The Saints are already in. We already know that. We are trying to get in. So if we win this game, we're going 9-7. Pull the plug. Pull the plug, man. Like there's no point in keeping them around. But they're not going to fire him right away. Black Monday. We already know what's going to happen.
Stay out.
But I said this at the beginning of the season. Dirk got to make the playoffs, or he's out.
He got to. He got no choice. He got to. No matter if we go 9-7 and still miss the playoffs, he's still out. He has to.
You know what? I'm going to put the scenario in there too. So remember what happened with the Titans when they made the playoffs, and once they lost to the Patriots, they fired their coach. That could still happen to Dirk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think there's 3 scenarios.
So what you're saying is Super Bowl or nothing?
No. At this point, he want to save his job. He better coach his ass off.
And also, we can't sleep on this too. Now we can't sleep on this part of the football game too, fellas. And we've had issues with this throughout the season. And somebody brought it up in the chat for me to bring it back up. Extra points and field goals.
Santos is doing his job right now. We can get off my boy. He done had 2 weeks and he done shined for the last 2 weeks.
And that's great.
Can't say.
But this is a big game.
Man, listen, I'm not worried about Santos. I'm not worried about Santos. My main concern right now is Alvin Kamara and Michael Thomas and how that damn offensive line of ours going to play.
We're going to see, man. We definitely going to see this Sunday. I'll be there. I'll be at the game. I'm going to buy my ticket. It's going to be at the 300 level somewhere up there. And I'm gonna mosey on down to the hundreds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Come see me. I'll be there. I'll definitely be there.
Oh, D's, you gonna be there too? Anyway. D's, you gonna be there?
Nah, I'm not. Nah, I'm probably be at the Baltimore Tampa game next week.
Okay.
This one.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get there early. I'll be out there tailgating around about 9:30.
That's what time I usually get to the stadium anyway.
Yeah, so then I'm gonna hang out. I'm gonna do a live stream out there with my little tripod. I'm gonna bring my little stuff out there. I'm gonna do a live stream out there, talk that shit, and head into the game and enjoy myself and do some videos inside the stadium and then post game video. And we're gonna be hanging out after the game out in the parking lot. You know how it is, man.
Yeah.
Hey, don't let them Saints fans get under your skin because they roll deep. I remember
my buddy, the buddy I work with, he's coming down too with his people, and they from New Orleans because I'm in New Orleans now, and they coming down too. So he'll be with me.
Oh man, you might be in Saints territory then, bro.
But I ain't sitting by him though because I'm heading down. You know what I'm saying? I'm heading down to the hundreds.
Get set up, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Don't worry about it. We're gonna be all Buccaneers territory when he come down the road. I'm gonna tell you that now.
I'm heading down. I'm gonna get the 300s, and I'm heading down to the hundreds. So that's where I'm gonna be at in the hundreds.
Yeah, but nobody showed up anyway, so you'll be able to move down, no problem.
Huh?
I said nobody showed up to the last game, so you'll be able to move down, no problem.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely be able to move down.
Yeah, he gonna it's because right there where I work at, there's gonna be some empty seats left. So
always
gonna slide it right on in there. Go ahead, bro. Slide right on in there.
And think about it, as I watch it on TV, I see a lot of empty seats on TV, man. I see a lot of empty seats.
Yeah, but those be club seats. It's a lot of club seats that's open. The computer seats. That's the way with the people with money. That's where they go to sit at. Them money. Club seats. Them people who sitting there, they got them tickets there. Them tickets range some money.
But they're not even showing up.
I'm gonna tell you something. Actually, the last game I went to, my wife got tickets from work, and we got some club seats. This is when the Saints played, and the Saints beat us, man. And them club seats are not cheap. I'll tell you that right now.
They're not cheap. They're not cheap. And most of the people who got club seats, they got the club booths upstairs too.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
They just come out their little booth upstairs and come on down the escalator and go get right in the club seats and sit down and watch the game on the outside. Them seats are not cheap at all.
No, they got their own store and everything with discounts.
Well, we beat the Saints. Those seats will be filled up, I bet.
Oh yeah, if we beat the Saints, the next game against the Ravens.
No, we play the Ravens in Baltimore.
Baltimore. Okay, it'll be.
I'm going to the Cowboys.
The next game is going to be we play Atlanta and Tampa.
Oh, okay, that's going to be full.
And the last home game.
Yep.
I might go to that game too
because we got to travel to Dallas to play Dallas Cowboys last game of the season.
Right.
I'm going over there.
Right, definitely.
I'm gonna try to go to that Falcon game. My cousin gets some low level seats. I'm gonna hit him up right now after this call.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make that game too.
Go to that Panther game, but he had an emergency, so we didn't go.
Yeah,
man, listen, I work at a stadium, bro. I ain't missed a home game since the season started. So
I didn't even know you worked there. I was like, when you said it, I was like, what?
I've been told you I worked at the stadium. I've been told you that. That's how I catch all the home games. I worked there.
But it'd be so many people in the chat room. I'd be like, I don't be paying attention. But I saw it that time. I was like, oh, okay. Word, 300 level.
Keith got the exclusive story going on.
Listen, man, like where I work at, I work like I work behind the Bucks bench in the red seats behind the Bucks bench. Okay, but I work up but I gotta stand up on the first row of the bowl inside the stadium. Like where I work closer to the pirate ship end zone. But where I work at, you can literally look to your right hand side and you'll see Buccaneer players on your right hand side. It's like you're looking at them eye to eye, face to face. I'm gonna get some pictures too. Just down further from them a little bit.
I'm definitely gonna get some pictures, some good pictures too.
Yeah, you ain't got man. The bench is right there in front of your face. Like if you go down the stairs and sit on the very first row, like you just poke your head over the little ramp thing, and you can smell the grass. You can down there.
You gonna let me walk down there and do that? Like you gonna let me walk down there and get down there?
You gotta come. You gotta come early.
I'm gonna be there early though. I'm gonna be there early.
Like you know what I'm saying, when the gates first open, like you gotta come down there. I'll let you slide down there. But see, the thing is, if you go down further, like on the other end of the stadium down there, that's where the Bucks locker room at.
Oh.
So but other than that, where I work at, I got the Saints locker room, the guest locker room, but it's on the Bucks side.
You need those things.
Like I don't let no Saints fans come down there. Man, I don't give a fuck who. What? when we played the Eagles, man, listen, if y'all ain't got no tickets to be down here, get from down here.
Right.
I don't play that, man. Listen, I do not play that. I don't play that shit. You ain't finna come stand your asses down here and be talking that shit tomorrow. We always y'all gonna do tomorrow, beat us and this and that and the third. Nah, ask somebody. I had one dude, the 49ers game, I had one dude try to get me fired. Somebody he was gonna go to the office and complain about me because I told him that I don't give a fuck if he was a 49ers fan, you get from down there. Oh, you don't tell me what to do. All right. Okay, cool. Be here when my damn manager get back. I'll show you. But just for having when my manager came back, he was gone. But at the end of the game, he told me, "Oh, what's your name?" I said, "Why?" He told me, "I'm finna go to the office and I'm finna tell him whatever you about you, and I'm finna see if I can get you fired." I said, "Okay, cool. That's fine. Go ahead, do what you got to do." I went to work Sunday. There ain't nobody say nothing, so I wasn't worried about it.
All right, well, I'll definitely see you that Sunday, man. You know, we're gonna wrap this Google Hangout up. But I appreciate everybody in the chat room for showing up, giving me your comments. Appreciate everybody showing in the Google chats, man. We're gonna do this some more, probably like once a week or once every other week. You know, try to get different people in and get them time to talk, whatever. But this is the good work. I like this. Good work.
Yes. Not like everybody voicing their opinion and
right. Good work. I'm definitely going what I'm going to do next time. I'm gonna definitely give more people a chance to kind of get in the chat room because a lot of people wanted to get in, and I'm gonna give more time for other people too so they can kind of talk. But this was the first one, so y'all got the flagship chat. So,
and if y'all got the keyboard warriors, you want to talk tough in the keyboards, now's the chance to say it on live TV.
Exactly. All you James Winston haters that don't like James,
get a chance to speak out. You don't want to say nothing.
Now it's time for all you James Winston haters. Like, now is the time for y'all to say what y'all got to say. Speak your chest. Don't do it over no damn keyboards no more.
Right. I'm gonna put them in the Google chat room.
Go ahead, face to face. Like, let all the Bucks family hear what you got to say.
Yeah, because everybody hear
what you got to say.
They gonna everybody that Buck Wild guy. Remember, Isaiah, you kicked him out.
Yeah, I did. I don't play that. I'm not playing that game. We're not playing that game, man. You know, it's a good platform.
What did he say again? I forgot what he said.
He was saying he was trying to make it a race bait, and I didn't want to play that game. I didn't want to play that game. You know what I'm saying? I blocked him. I got him off the channel, and I'm not playing that game on my channel, man. You know, this channel growing. You know, more people watching it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, nah, I can't promote that on my channel. You know what I'm saying? So
who was that?
Buck Wild, I think that's his name was. So
you know, people still race baited anymore.
Yeah, I don't play that game. So with that being said, fellas, we will do this again next week, or probably this Sunday, or after the game Sunday. I'll probably do another Google Hangout or something like that. But
I won't be available. I'll be on a vacation. I'll be on a cruise.
I'll be
okay. Well, enjoy your cruise, man.
Thank you. I told you, man, this year's been crazy for me, man. So sorry for my lack of production, but I do what I can from the background, bro.
Don't miss the game, though.
No.
You can't miss a game. If you miss a game for a cruise, then you ain't no.
I've been catching the games. I just ain't been making videos.
All right, fellas, man. Y'all be easy. Y'all have a good night. I'm gonna go ahead and sign everybody out. Appreciate it, man. Y'all know what it is. It's Bucko's Locker. Coming to you live in effect from the Google Hangout. Hope everybody enjoyed the big chat session. We'll be back next week. Same time, same place. Subscribe, like, comment, share on all the Bucko's Locker videos. Make sure you hit the notification bell icon to notify you on all new videos that's posted on this channel. All donations are welcome, big or small. We all appreciate the love. It is what it is. Y'all know my slogan. Y'all know the Bucko's Locker slogan. Fire those cannons and siege the day. We out.